this. We're doing this, and that's it. That's all there is to it. We're doing
I'm going to bring it up. You're going to have no choice, and that's that.
Okay. All right. We'll see how it goes. Frankie and I were just debating, talking about something later on in the episode here. It's very embarrassing. I
don't know what it is. He brings it up to me and says, I'm not sure if I should talk about it. And I said, if you don't want to talk about it, don't talk about it. And then he started yelling at me like, that would happen to, the guy that would force me to, to tell me to do this and cutthroat Frankie C. I don't know that guy, but
I wasn't yelling. Oh, well, cutthroat Frankie. Oh my God. If we could start talking about the things that you've made me do over the years, forget it.
Name one thing.
Forget it.
One thing.
Oh, come on. How about get heat stroke standing out in the middle of the Meadowlands in August at a Metallica?
He gave you a ticket to a Metallica concert. I didn't know it was going to be heat stroke. I was standing right next to you the whole time. I thought I was going to die too. I didn't say, hey, let's go get heat stroke at Giant Stadium.
Yeah.
That was rough.
You also said, hey, you should marry that girl. And now look
You're
where
welcome.
we are.
You're welcome. All right.
Third episode in a row, fourth episode in a row, talking about Meghan Markle. It's starting to become an obsession.
There was a, if you joined us in Discord, I forget who posted it, but someone said, is Aunt gonna put up a little poll, a little survey? Is Aunt gonna talk about Meghan Markle tonight?
What were the results?
I said yes. It was 100% yes. Last I checked.
It wasn't my. Well, we'll talk about it. Okay.
It was either Christella or Fly NY. Someone put it up. I forget who put it up.
Well, those are smart people. Missing Pitt student enters day 6. We got some new surveillance footage to share with you. A looming government shutdown. Not great news. Maybe the best ever. We're getting a Spinal Tap sequel. Very excited about that. Other assorted topics and such. And thank you, Lucky Stars. Game time on a Wednesday. How about that?
Love it.
That's a pop. Here's the thing. I'm trying not to do a lot of Trump stuff. Not so out of respect for you, but also the audience. It's not as interesting to people this time around. Certain things are.
It's interesting. Well, interesting is not a word I'd use, but it's, I don't know. There's a lot of words I'd use, but
what's worse, your Trump derangement syndrome or my
stop with that. I hate syndrome? That, by the way. Anytime anybody has, I think my thing is worse, but anytime anybody has a valid criticism against Trump, it's Trump derangement syndrome.
Oh, you've got Trump derangement syndrome, though. And I empathize. I have Meghan derangement syndrome. I think about her all the time. That's all I think about now.
Is your wife aware of this?
Yeah, it's just,
is it interfering with your marriage?
Maybe.
Okay. So what's the thing that you didn't want to talk about?
We'll throw that in the other assorted topics and such. We'll see.
Oh, that's all the way at the end. Come on, man.
We can't do that at the beginning. A lot of people watch the beginning. We got to wait to thin the herd out a little bit. Only the hardcore people stay 45 minutes in. That's when we'll sneak in the really embarrassing thing.
Only the people that know how to use the skip ahead button.
Yeah, that's true too.
And know how to drag the little slider all the way to the end.
At the podcast conference, they go, what is something that you learned that you didn't know going in? And I go, putting the topics on the bottom is genius, because the people who don't want to hear all the other stuff just skip to the thing that they want and they watch it, and it still counts for us. So it's great, Yeah,
it works out for everybody. What we're talking about. Sometimes we forget to change it, and we go on a tangent, and
that is very
true.
Hell
knows what we're talking about.
Yeah. All right. It felt, listen, and here's the thing. It felt a little thin. I wasn't going to do Meghan, but also all the other topics of the day today, kind of boring, silly, or stupid. And this Catherine Ryan, do you know who Catherine Ryan is? Or Kathleen, sorry.
Oh yeah, Kathleen Ryan. No idea.
It's Catherine Ryan. She's a stand-up comedian. She's from Canada. Maybe that's why you don't like her, because I know this
I
anti-Canadian
love
sentiment.
Canada. Canada rocks.
I don't know about that.
Oh, by the way, it was Christella. Christella did the poll for Meghan Markle that he
Well
would
done.
talk about Meghan Markle.
Christella, how do we get you to work on this show and give good content ideas to this show? That'd be super helpful. We need that sort of what's the ingenuity? We need that ingenuity here.
Someone who knows which direction the show is headed.
And also knows how to use the word ingenuity the right way would also be super helpful.
Yeah, I don't think he could spell it.
No,
No, not a chance.
No, not at all. Remember Patrice? We're really getting off topic. Remember Patrice O'Neill, the comedian?
Sure.
He has a stand-up. It's called White Elephant or Black Elephant. I forget what it's called. And he just does this bit where he's like, I can't spell. He's like, if my mother's life depended on me spelling the word restaurant, he's like, I would just tell her, look, like we're gonna get through this together. Oh my god, it was so funny. It was so funny. Anyway, all right, Catherine Ryan, stand-up comic. She's got a bunch of specials up on Netflix right now. She is lashing out against Meghan Markle. So that was the story today. I was like, oh, that's not that big of a deal, until I realized that like half the people on Netflix are shitting on Meghan Markle, including John Mulaney, who I know you love.
Yeah, what, he's shitting on her?
He poked fun at her. He was saying he was talking about the deal that he got on Netflix, because I believe he has a show starting tonight. I think Wednesday night. I believe he's premiering a new show on Netflix. He did it once, like live in LA. It was called, and now it's going to be called something else. But it's like a live.
He had a few things, a couple of misses. There was one. I feel like there was one where he was. What the hell? I don't know what it was. It was like not a stand-up thing. And it wasn't like a sitcom, but it was like maybe like a sketch kind of a show, but it was recent, maybe the last couple of years.
I don't know.
It was like one season, and that was it.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
This is more like a talk show, variety show kind of a thing. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing or not, but doesn't matter.
No, this was old.
But basically, he said, after getting his deal with Netflix, he was like, he described the deal as a fun experiment. And he said, not since Harry and Meghan has Netflix given more money to someone without a specific plan. Which is so fucking true, by the way. Like it is.
Works. Yeah. Hey, comedians are gonna do what they do.
You know who else is like that? I was nerding out with some radio people. They were saying Sirius XM is like that too, where they give they gave Howard Stern a big deal. But he deserves it. I mean, I know he only shows up 3 times a week, but at least he gives you a good show. But Oprah Winfrey and Call Her Daddy is there now, and they're shelling out. They're just like handing out $100 million deals to people, and their stock is plummeting. And their subscribers are plummeting. They lost like almost 300,000 subscribers in the fourth quarter of last year.
That's a ton.
That's a lot. I don't know why. I mean, that's after years and years and years of just growth. I think just podcasting and
yeah, a lot of that stuff you can, why pay for a subscription? You could there's a lot of free content out there.
Tons. There's tons.
By the way, join our club. Join the Anthony on Air. You could pay for the content down below.
Yeah. Proud to see our supporters who got that little piece of content of the internet celebrity I saw over the weekend, and nobody else knows but the members. So there you go. Anyway, so Catherine Ryan was basically, just shitting on her. She says originally she was rooting for her and believed that the Duchess' claim that she suffered from institutionalized racism while in Britain was legitimate. But after the release of With Love, Meghan on Netflix last week, Ryan, who has 3 shows on the streaming platform, is now going on the attack. She's citing reasons too. She's citing reasons. She says that there was she also said that there's a thing where there's a Netflix insider. Whenever you talk about insiders, you got to whisper a little bit. Yeah, bring it in close.
What do you got?
that a Netflix insider said that the most popular portion of her show was when Harry was on screen, and he was only on screen for like a minute and a half out of the whole 8 episodes, and that people literally tuned in to see when he'll show up.
I bet that's what's going to be. I bet he's going to be in it a lot for the next season or whatever they do.
We'll see, because it's already in the can. They already shot
it.
They
filmed it already. Oh,
yeah. And credit Frankie C for this. He was the first one that I saw say, perhaps everybody's tuning in because they're hate watching. That was when the news of the day was it ranked 7 on Netflix's charts there, right? And now if you go and search that, there's like 10 articles of people claiming that everybody is hate watching this series. So Frankie C was the first one to get to that little nugget right there.
Yeah, you don't need to, you just come here and we'll tell you what's up. You don't need to go to sleep, right?
Exactly. And, breaking news and takes.
Yeah, exactly. We know what's going on. So yeah, flying wide, to answer your question, I'm at about a 1. I'm not that, or 1 or 2. I'm not bad. In Discord earlier today, I was Aaron and I went out to dinner. I had had a couple of margaritas.
Oh, some wobbly pops.
Yeah, and I was flying a little bit, but we're good. It's been a couple hours, so we're all right.
You got to keep that train rolling. See, I can't. I like to ride it till I pass out.
Oh no, I passed out.
Oh, okay.
I came home right after dinner, passed out for a couple hours, got up. I got up literally 10 minutes before you hit let's go on the show here.
That's phenomenal. That's really good. All right, good to know. Frankie C's down to a 1. Let's get this man a cocktail. All right. So bad you couldn't drive. Aaron had to drive home.
Aaron had to drive home. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that the only time she drives? It's when you're too drunk to drive? Are you the primary driver?
I'm the primary, but she drives.
Yeah?
Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
Split duties? She's not a passenger princess?
Good driver. I like to drive. See, the thing is, I like to drive, so I like to be the guy that, I like doing that job. So I want to drive the most.
Men have their role and women should be in the kitchen, like you were saying to me yesterday, right? That's where
Perfect.
I wish we can get rid of your toxic masculinity and just let Erin express herself through driving.
Listen, don't tell me how to run my life, pal.
Because my wife just slides right into the passenger seat. No matter, like, if we're going somewhere together, it is automatically assumed passenger princess sits in her little chair with her water while the big dumb gorilla drives around and takes instruction on where to park.
I like to drive. That's my thing. And Aaron, we like to share. I'm not a control freak.
No, nothing. By the way, nothing makes you sound more like a control freak.
I know. No. I only said that because Bird in the comments said Frankie is a control freak. I said, no.
Yeah, thank you. See, now we're finally getting to we're all finally getting to see the true side of Frankie C. He's a control freak, punch throwing in the bedroom. Boy, I tell you, if you leave out certain words, you could really make somebody sound horrible.
Yeah, if I'm not asleep, then that's a problem. But I 9 times out of 10, I hit the nightstand. I'm asleep though. I don't know it's a dream. I'm dreaming and I swing my arm and I hit the nightstand.
Look, I don't know what you rank. I don't know what ranking that is for TD Freelancer, but I think she's feeling all right. I think she's doing pretty good. Good for you, TD. It's Wednesday after all.
All right. Yeah, midweek.
Practically here. Yeah.
Let's get to it's basically the weekend. You take out meals, showers. It's like one day, really.
It really is.
It'll go by like that.
I mean, Thursday is the new Friday, and then kind of who's really trying on Fridays in general. So yeah, this is party it up. Have fun.
The weekend. We're here. Welcome to the weekend, everyone.
By the way, this is part of the reason why I got into some trouble. The embarrassing story. Part of that.
What, me?
No, not you. Further down from you. You point down.
Oh, I'll point down. Wait, hold on.
TD's comment is
this here?
yeah, that's part Part of how we got into a little bit of a sticky situation.
Oh boy, can't wait for that.
Yeah.
So what did we even talk about what happened with Meghan Markle?
I was getting to it. Here we go. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. You walk in, say hi. What do I say?
I say hello.
We're on a roll here. Okay, stop it. Listen, Catherine Ryan says that Meghan Markle lied about whether she knew who Prince Harry was previously, and that details about her childhood change and don't add up. For example, Ryan cited how Meghan said on her new Netflix show during a discussion with Mindy Kaling that she grew up with a lot of fast food and a lot of TV tray dinners. In 2016, though, when Meghan was a judge on the children's version of Chopped, called Chopped Jr., Meghan spoke about growing up eating farm to table, sort of fresh, really simple ingredients. Okay, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You're a fucking liar. There is no way those two things happen together. Okay, you're either a fast food kid or you're a farm to table kid. And by the way, I think Meghan's around our age. Farm to table did not exist 15 years ago. Okay,
Maybe it was old McDonald's farm.
When you and I were growing up in the 90s, did anybody go, how do you eat in your family? Because I eat farm to table. It's very fresh. No, nobody fucking talked like that. It didn't exist.
No. Where did she grow up? Do we know where she lived?
Fantasyland. Okay. The land of make believe is where she fucking grew up.
Got it.
Piece of shit. Yeah, I mean, come on. Realistically, though, nobody. You grew up farm to table, simple ingredients, but also fast food. I realize both those things can happen, but you can. Those are two completely different lifestyles. There's no way you had both of those growing up. Never.
Maybe Friday night was TV dinner night, and rest of the week was farm to table. I don't know. What do you want? Was her dad a chef? What are we talking about?
Come on. Did you? We grew up in the same neighborhood. Did anybody go, good news, kids? I got this from the farm stand this afternoon. Those beets you're enjoying are fresh.
We grew up in Queens. I mean, where did she grow up?
I don't know.
All right, then.
It's all a mystery to me. I don't know what to believe with her anymore.
Can't believe anything.
No, you can't. You really can't.
I thought she grew up on the set of Deal or No Deal.
Oh, Deal or No Deal, maybe.
She just popped out of one of those suitcases.
Okay. It says she was born. Hold on. Toronto. Oh no, that's not where she's from. That's where they film Suits in Toronto.
There's no record of her before a certain year.
I'm sure. No, I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure somebody has a record of it.
Anyway.
Yeah. I like Meghan Markle. I was rooting for Meghan Markle. Several things can't be true at once. I think a lot of the British viewing public do have, and this is a very blah, blah, blah. There's unconscious. Okay, well,
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I thought there was more here. There's not.
There's some holes in her story, is what we're saying.
Yeah, and by the way, I looked up the ratings for it. I can't find anybody who admits that this show was a hit. Netflix had it at number 7, like I said, but there's just no proving of like anything. The only bit of information I could find was that it amassed 2.6 million streams, which I know million sounds like a lot, but you're talking about global streams on Netflix. Okay, there's 6 billion people in the world. How many subscribers does Netflix have?
Probably 6 billion.
That's a good question. Let's see. Hold on. It's probably 6 billion. Hold on. Let's ask the internet. How many This is not working.
Yeah. Hey, internet. What's up?
How many subscribers does Netflix have? Let's go to ChatGPT. Hold on.
Yeah, the AI is going to take over real quick.
Yeah. How many subscribers does Netflix have?
As of January 2025, Netflix reported having over 300 million subscribers worldwide, adding nearly 19 million in the fourth quarter of 2024. This growth
Didn't ask about that. I just give me the total, pal.
300 million worldwide. So 2.6 million streams is not worth.
That's half
celebrating.
percent, I think. I think you're at half of 1%.
Yeah, and People Magazine, who was reporting on this, they said that there was a Netflix insider that says they realized this is not a runaway success show for them. So they're basically just running out the contract. But I would argue that if the momentum of this Meghan Markle story continues, they're doing themselves more harm by keeping her on the streaming service. Like, I think that people would celebrate. Like, you know how people, like, you know, when they liberate countries and everybody takes to the streets and they're happy and they're shooting the guns in the air and there's flags and there's pictures of the leaders and stuff like that. I think we would have a Ted Sarandos type revolutionary celebration in the streets if he manned up and canceled the show the way it should be. That season 2 should never see the light of day, ever.
You think the Meghan Markle statue that's been erected at Netflix headquarters would come slamming down?
I would love that. I would love that. I would love that to be true. We just got to do something, Frankie. See, we cannot live in a world.
Let me ask you a question. If Meghan Markle wanted to come on to this podcast.
Oh, yeah. In a second.
So what do you...
I would tear her apart.
You would not.
I would rip her to shreds. First question from Meghan Markle. How does it feel to ruin one of the greatest TV shows of all time with your face every time you walked in the room?
You got to be more specific. She was on a few.
No, Suits. I mean, come on. Well, what else was she on besides the
Deal or No Deal?
Yeah,
I don't know. Wasn't she on that chef thing you were talking about? I wouldn't call it one of the
She was a judge on Chopped Junior. She couldn't even become a judge on Chopped. She had to go to Chopped Junior. Who's fucking watching Chopped Junior?
I don't know. You're not a judge on Chopped Junior, are you?
No, but I did. I did for 3 years in a row judge a cooking competition for middle schoolers. So in Hauppauge, Long Island, everybody. So suck it.
Okay.
Things were happening for your old pal Ant back in the day.
Good job.
Do you want to go to Lake Grove on a Saturday morning and host a cooking competition for kids? I was like, fuck yeah, I do. That's more fun than everything else I do. I'm like, this is great. I had a great time. I was at Whole Foods. I got some snacks and everything. It was delightful.
Way to go. You know, I went to a Whole Foods once, not to shit on Whole Foods, but I didn't see one thing in there that I wanted.
Really?
I walked through there. Well, number one, I didn't recognize a single thing. There's no name brand that you would recognize in there. I walked up and down the aisle. There's no Pepperidge Farm. There's no Coca-Cola. There's no...
Are you thinking of Trader Joe's?
I am not.
Okay.
And I don't know. I walked up and down. I'm like, I could go for a snack or a drink. I went to the drink and I was like, I don't know what any of this is. It was like I was like, is this water? What am I looking at here? Nothing looked like it was a real. It looked like something you would find in what's that movie with Harrison Ford? About the future and the robots and the Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, not Blade Runner. Maybe it's Blade Runner. Blade Runner. Very futuristic. Maybe Tron. I don't know.
Yeah, Trader Joe's is like that. I thought Whole Foods had some brand names. Why don't you pay your electric? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, no, I just never. I went in there once. I looked around. I was like, nothing's appealing to me. Nothing, and I was thirsty.
I can't believe I'm getting challenged on this. I would have no problems being mean to Meghan Markle. And I will say this. You're right, probably about 80 to 90% of the time I trash talk somebody. Because I will generally be nice to them. Except for this person. I don't know.
You would bring her on and you'd be, so what's it like to have a show on Netflix? Oh, so what does the future hold for this show? How great is it? What are your future guests going to be like? You would kiss her ass. What would you do? Because you say one bet, you go to one negative thing, she's gone. She's going to hang up or go away, and that's that.
That's why she wouldn't. This wouldn't even happen. But if she agreed, if she was like, "Hey, I disagree with your opinion. I want to come on," I would debate her on why she sucks at life and point out every last. I would do so much homework. I would move into a hotel for a week to prepare so I wasn't disturbed by outside forces, so I can have everything I need together to just.
I guarantee you come out of that hotel and you can be like, I underestimated Meghan Markle. She's done a lot more than I
I
give
don't
her.
know. I don't see it. I don't see it.
No. And I'm telling you, whenever you have a guest on, you have never, and you will never, rip up a guest on your show.
You're right. I have never ripped up a guest ever, never. I've never had a reason to. Anybody I've always wanted to talk to is because I want to talk to them.
Right. No, I mean, yeah, you're right. But if Meghan Markle was on,
she's the only one. I can't think of anybody else I would put to shame. Cannot think of anybody.
If you had like Diddy on the show, you'd rip him up. That's a no-brainer. You rip up any of the assholes that are out there. Yeah,
that's a different. I would treat that differently though, because to me, the interesting thing about Diddy is you have the world at your fingertips. The world's your oyster. Why were you such a piece of shit? Like I can't. The thing I can't understand about Diddy is he could have had all the sex and all the lifestyle and the partying without all the horrible things he did. So why did he do the horrible things? That to me is interesting, at least. I don't like, I'm not saying I like the guy, but I would want to know that answer.
Right. But who would you treat worse, him or her?
No, her.
So you treat Meghan Markle worse than Diddy.
She's the worst person out of the two of them.
You're out of your mind.
No, she's the worst because although I don't appreciate that he paraded around, given to charity and all that when he was doing these horrible things, but she is just disconnected from reality, and I can't take it.
So is he.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that. But he's at least talented. He started with talent. There was some talent there, Meghan.
What does that mean? He's still a piece of shit.
No, he is. But I guess it's like a serial killer. Like even the Long Island serial killer guy. I want to know, like, what happened to you? Where did it all go wrong?
All right. Joe, all right, you might, the same thing with her. You might ask one or two serious questions. Like, say, anybody you're going to rip up on the air, you'd probably get one or two questions out, and then you'd lay into them, no?
It depends. In this particular instance, I'm assuming she is aware of my feelings for her. I couldn't butter her up then.
Yeah,
I feel like the only way this interview would happen realistically if she was just like, I think you're wrong and I'm going to prove it to you.
Okay. So she's coming, let's say she's coming on the air to defend her show.
Let me say something right now. Your attitude, you're not going to be a part of this segment. Erin C, by the way, look at that. You're terrible. Why is that? That's a good opening question. Erin C's producing the Meghan Markle interview if we ever get it.
See, now that's a compromise. That's a rip up asking a question thing. That's meeting in the middle. That's good.
I don't think so. I think that's right into the point. You're terrible. Why is that? Why are you so shitty?
So if you ask Meghan Markle, you're terrible. Why is that?
It's a good first question.
It is a good first question, but it's half, it's ripping her up a little.
Yeah, it's weird. I just, listen. I like, again, this, I like creatives. I like creators. I like people that are, I think everybody should have a chance at doing something. I think there comes a time, though, when you realize you don't belong here and it's time to go find something else that you're good at,
I'm going to reach out to her people and get her on the show.
You really should. You really should. I would love to speak with her about all of these things. And that's the other thing too. She has never, ever had a challenging interview. When was the last time anybody challenged her? Oprah didn't. Oprah let her off the ropes the entire hour that she was on.
Yeah, and that's Oprah. You're going to do the same thing.
I would never do that. Anyway, I would destroy her. I would happily destroy her. It would make me, nothing would make me happier than to go toe to toe with her because I would
It's going to make my pitch to them a little harder. If I go, would you want to come on the Anthony on Air show? Oh yeah, okay. I don't know. Well, he's planning on destroying you and making you look stupid. Is that all right? Can you do that?
Yeah. That's the
Well,
you're starting to make me feel bad about how much I would win that conversation. I would just be dunking on her. And
I'm
I don't
feeling bad that I'm holding a rotary phone. I mean, how old am I that I'm holding a phone that obviously has a cord?
I don't get it. What I miss.
Look at the phone. Look at the phone I'm holding. It's just old. If I was doing this, it's a little newer.
Oh,
If I was doing this, it's very new. But this is an old phone.
you got
What am
it.
I doing? Got that?
I got it. Now I got it. It took me a second there. Thanks to CBS Pittsburgh for KDKA for this YouTube clip. Here's the young lady that was missing. This is the surveillance footage here, Frankie C. Take a look at this.
Could do without the
crew.
watermark.
I know. Sin.
Yeah.
Does that say sin?
It does.
It's a little strange. She's in the white, by the way, and the dude, the questionable dude, is in the white shirt with a little pattern on it as well, too.
The questionable dude is the guy in the back.
Yeah. No. Dude in the to the right. See how the guy next to her can't really keep it together. Look at how wobbly they are. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like on the grass. Okay, that guy.
Yeah, not great. Guy's from Iowa too. So
that was this is the last footage of her that they have.
Yeah, that's it. And this is 4:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
This is surveillance footage. So yeah, and to answer your question from the other day, no, there's nothing. Well, yeah, I don't think so. Not that we've seen so far. There may be some view of the beach and whatever. But here's what is interesting now. It's day 6 of Sachika Kananki, missing. Day 6 of this missing Pitt student. And they're going into the talk of, because they're speaking to this kid, right? To find out, and they're saying like publicly, like they're treating this like he's a person of interest. So it's funny when you get into these things now. Person of interest means nothing to worry about here. He's
they're not a suspect.
Not a suspect.
There's someone that they think has information of some kind that would be helpful.
Correct. And it's so funny how that person of interest becomes a suspect really quickly once whatever is said that, because that's essentially what the police do. It's person of interest. Obviously she's missing.
I feel like everybody in that video should be a person of interest. Am I wrong? I mean, because if this is the last known video of her alive or where at all, I would say, all right, everybody in this video, you're the last people that we know of to see her alive. One of the, whoever came forward and said she's missing, it could be one of the people in this video, but you're all still, you're still of interest. You're still people that we want to keep close and keep talking to as much as we can to get some more answers.
Yes. Thanks to SIN or Sin or whoever had the original video there. I want to give them the photo credit, of course. Credit goes to them. But you're right. But I think the difference is those are her friends, and this was a stranger that she had met there.
Totally. I'm sure. Yeah, he's definitely of more interest. But what's the relationship like with her friends? Is there anybody that's angry with her? I mean, you still want to question everybody in the situation.
Good point. You can't take anybody off the table. Yeah.
Right. You don't know what happened to her. So everybody that's associated with her in this area is someone that they want to talk to. I'm not saying they're suspects, but everybody in that video, everyone in that
for the
video.
table. Questions for everybody in the video.
Right.
Everybody's going to get it.
Yeah, they're all, they all have to be brought in to be questioned. I don't care what the relationship is. We got to get, what if one of them had a fight with her? Earlier that day, there was an argument. What if one of them, you don't know what the relationships are like. Yeah, they might be her friends, but who knows if one of them was pissed at her for some reason.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Now listen, this kid that's the person of interest, his name is Joshua Stephen Ribe, R-I-I-B-E. There's a lot of things wrong with this. I'll start with this. R-I-I-B-E. It's a weird last name. Also, 3 names. Okay.
Uh-oh. That's usually goes with assassins, I think.
True. Murder in general, though. Frankie, see, we're going to play a little game here. I'm going to flash a picture of young Joshua Stephen Ryby, and you're going to tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how guilty this person is, just based
on
off
a
of
picture?
looks. Yeah. 1 to 10, did he kill her or not? 1 to 10, quick reaction, please. Everybody in the chat, as soon as you see the photograph, comment below. As soon as you see the picture, 1 to 10, how guilty is this person? You ready?
This is a little unfair, but okay.
I think this is how the internet and the world works these days. Okay, ready?
So the cops, they're gonna go, hey, fellow cops, what do you think of this guy? And it's like, guilty.
Just purely based off of looks and feel. Again, look at the eyes. Take it all in. 1 to 10, how guilty are we? There he is.
I don't know, man. It's rough because you don't want to. What if he's innocent? You don't want
to just go on gut. Just go on gut. 1 to 10, 10 being guilty, 1 being not guilty.
I can't do that. I can't do it.
You're such a wuss.
I know.
This is why you're not going to be on the Meghan Markle interview episode. This is why.
I'm fine with that.
You can't.
Everybody's saying guilty, guilty, guilty. 10, 10, 9, 9, 9. I mean, I feel bad because what if he's innocent and we like?
See, can I just point something out here?
Ruin the guy's life. I'm sure maybe he did it. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. We don't have any of the evidence.
Can I point something out here? Christella and Ossiani are the smartest people because they gave a 9. They gave a probably guilty, but I'm going to shave 1 point off just in case I'm wrong. That's the way to go.
I'll say 5. Maybe he did it. Maybe he didn't.
Oh, you're the worst. You're a 5. Okay.
Okay. Knowing nothing about the case and the fact that he's the only one that's the last one to see her alive, that doesn't help his case. No. So that brings him up to like a 6 or 7.
Yeah.
We did go over some possibilities that they were both drunk and she went in the water and maybe she got pulled in and pulled away from. That's a possibility, but it's not looking good for him. Again, we don't know all the evidence. We don't, based on what we know. Again, it's not looking good. Nobody's making any arrests off of what we know. Yes. So I don't know, man.
Look at this, Miss Justice giving a 4. See, Canadians, you can't let They're too nice. You can't let them play these games.
I'm going 5. You can't because you don't know. He could have done it. He could have very well done it. He could be the worst person in the world. But yeah, thank you, TD Freelance. See, but until we have more evidence and whatever, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Nacho Fisho says 10 as well. And I'm going to go ahead and say
47.
11. Most guilty scales go up to 10. My guilty scale goes all the way up to 11.
And you broke the knob off.
Spinal Tap reference. Getting into Spinal Tap, everybody. J Sam's scale of 1 to 10. How guilty is this person? Did he disappear the missing Pittsburgh student in the Dominican Republic?
That's the first I'm seeing of him, and yes, he definitely looks guilty.
10?
I would say like an 8.7.
No, okay. See, that's a score. That's a real professional score. That means she put several scores together in her mind. Probably all right. By eyes, it's a 9. By hair, it's a 7. She put it and then averaged it out to 8.7. That's interesting.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
When was this photo taken, and why is he smiling?
Right after he pushed her in the water and watched her drown. They snapped this. No, wait, I don't know. It's his college photo for all I know.
Oh, all right. I thought it was they took a picture of
the body, though, right? No, not yet.
No, they didn't find her body. All I know is this was the last guy that saw her alive. An hour later, he comes walking by and she's gone or whatever. And
which is so.
What's his story? Do we know what he said happened?
He said that he passed out on the beach, like J-Sab said last episode. He passed out on the beach, and when he got up, she was gone. They were in the water, I think he said, and then he got out of the water. It was a little rough. He passed out on the beach. He woke up. She's gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's hard to prove that otherwise, unless you find her,
right?
And there's some sort of proof. That there was some kind of struggle or something.
again, the perplexing thing about this is, and I understand beachfront is huge, but you're talking about a resort, so it's kind of like a confined area, even though, again, it's beach, but usually bodies float towards the shore. You know, you wouldn't think it would take 6 days
Right.
to locate her if she legitimately drowned.
Well, then where is she? I mean, if they're searching for, this guy had what, an hour to put her, to get her somewhere. I feel like they would find her, and that, you know, if he only had that amount of time to dispose of her.
I don't know. They say he's cooperating though, which is a good sign of you're not guilty. If you're like, you know, because that's you're suspecting me of something that I didn't do. So I'll talk to you all you want. I'll be here. I'll give you every. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing. You got nothing to hide. It's easy to talk.
Right.
You know, you look at Brian Laundrie. He didn't want to talk at all because he was.
I don't want to sit here and go, the guy is guilty, and like libel us or anything. Not libel. The other one. Slander. I don't want to slander anybody.
Slander. Very good. So that's the missing Pittsburgh student. We got a looming government shutdown. Honestly, we don't have to talk about this for too long. The Republicans passed a thing in the House last night, but it has to go to the Senate. And what's driving me crazy about this is now both sides are going to posture on this one, but they're going through this whole process of passing this budget reconciliation thing. And it's like, you need, like, the Republicans know that they need some Democrats to come to their side, yet they're doing nothing for outreach. And they're acting like, what, some miracle is going to happen, or you're going to work a deal at the last minute. Like, there's no Democrat that's going to defend. There's Republicans who hate this budget deal. You're not going to get a Democrat. What are you wasting time? Get to the negotiating table and negotiate. Everybody put on their big boy and girl pants and figure out a way to keep the government going. This is Friday. They could have another government shutdown by Friday.
Here's what I don't understand. Why is there even the threat of a government shutdown ever? Why isn't it just the government keeps running?
Because we've been raising the debt ceiling. They have to raise the debt ceiling. They have to agree to take on more debt. And we've been just kicking the can down the street for, God, as long as I can remember. It's been, I feel like, the Obama administration, and we haven't had a solid budget that works in the longest time. It's just been these little reconciliation deals where they've just agreed to just continue kicking the can down the street and hoping that something happens.
I think there should be the big problem is that they try to cram a million things into it, and they have to vote either yes on all of it or no on all of it. It's like they should go one by one. Yeah, it might be tedious, it might be annoying, but you vote on each individual thing. It's not supposed to be entertainment. It's not supposed to be a reality show. It's supposed to be hard, tedious, annoying government work. So you sit there, you go through each item, and you say, all right, everybody in favor of this? Yes? No? Great. Everybody in favor of this part of the budget? Yes? No? Great.
That's
the way it should be. It shouldn't be, let's vote on everything or nothing. And it's stupid.
And it's not just the Republicans, because when the Democrats had the majorities, they were doing the same thing. They were trying to get bills passed without the other side. It's like, it's the budget. You need the other side. If everybody sit down and figure it out.
Yeah, you gotta work it out. Problem is, I don't know exactly.
The problem is the people too. There's no side to pick here. The Republicans are right. The Democrats are right. All the people should be on the same side of go in the fucking room and don't come out until you figure this out.
I get they should. The problem is that the stuff that's being put into the budget, some of it is cuts that one side doesn't agree with. Like I'm sure there's Medicare cuts in there, and they don't want to do that. And there's cuts in there that that the Democrats are going to sit there and go, no, you got to pay for this stuff. You can't take that shit away.
You're right. Figure it out. It's time to trade A for B. You know what I'm saying? It's time to make some tough choices. Time to upset some people.
Because that's been the thing for a while now that Republicans have been looking to do is cut Medicare and Social Security.
Paul says it's not a conclave, man. It should be. It should be. Stay in there until you burn the smoke and the white smoke comes out. And then when you have a budget deal, then we can let you all out.
Blue for new budget.
Yeah. What did Paul say before? It made me laugh. Oh, shit. I'm never going to find it now. Damn it. It was really good. I went to the Miss Justice quote, and then I was going to go to Paul next, and now it's fucking gone. Oh, shit. Hold on. No.
Ow.
No.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah,
Oh,
my neck.
when
My
we
back.
we were talking about the serial killer guy. He said, check his porn searches. That's valid. That's valid. You got to check people's porn searches. That's important. You know, you get into those weird
no,
porn
it's not.
people. You
He
get
could
into
be one
those.
of those.
What do you
What's
think
that guy's name that was accused of eating people?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
No,
No. The guy that was Army Hammer.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
You
there
know.
is something hot about him. I'm not gonna lie, wasn't hot before that whole thing. After that, yeah, he's definitely hot after that.
Go ahead. Say what you're going to say, J-Subs. You were going to ask us what we think your porn searches are.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Yeah, the most horrific. I can't even imagine. What's the category for? Is there anger bang? Is that a porn category? Because I think you're big into anger bang.
Yes, that is one.
I think you're big into
You left.
death. Fit, like, what do they call it? Isn't that a thing when you dream about getting killed?
Oh boy.
Kidnapped.
Death fantasy or kidnap fantasy, like whatever they call that stuff.
I have such a kidnapped. Oh my god, yeah.
A kidnap thing.
That you'd shit your pants if you were kidnapped. It wouldn't be this big turn on. You'd be ready to fight.
If the guy was hot, listen to me. If the guy was hot, in fact, I know this is kind of crazy, but if we're watching him, we're trying to pick out what movie to watch, and if there's a kidnapping movie, I'm like, can we just watch this one? I heard it's really good. I lie.
Jeez. Yeah, but that's fantasy. It's not a real, that Paul says nursing home sponge bath. That's your.
Oh, definitely. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna nominate Paul for episode MVP because he's firing on all cylinders this episode.
J-Sabs, chair in the shower or no chair?
Oh, it's hot.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Before me and the roommate had a little, fun the other night, I watched the season coming trailer for the new season. See, I can't even. I'm so excited. I can't even talk. I can't even get it out.
Calm down. Okay, get your thoughts together.
For the show, You. Now you've seen this. Right?
Wasn't that the one? Was this the one where the guy grabs her by the hair or whatever?
No.
Or is that something else?
He is a serial killer.
Okay.
Oh, see, I know of the show, but I don't know anything about it. I know that it is a show, but I don't know anything about it.
The first season. I won't give too much away, but this is the gist of it. He meets this girl and kind of becomes obsessed with her, and oh my god, it's so hot. Okay, and there's something about him, and I'm telling you right now, it's not just me. It is not just me, because there are women all over who are obsessed with him. And he's not really a good guy. He kills people, so
you take the good with the bad, I guess, huh?
Right.
Okay.
But I saw a new season is coming out in April, and it popped up.
Is it called You Too?
It's called You. That's it. So I was like, oh, let me watch.
No, the second season.
I was like, oh,
I got it.
Janine.
Thank you.
I was like, oh, after watching the trailer, I was like, oh, round it up, boys. Let's go.
Do you think your roommate knows this and is just going along? Or, do you think he doesn't know that you're picking the kidnapping shows and the murderer shows on purpose?
I think he has no clue.
That's interesting. Because I'll tell you what, if that was if I knew there was a show about Cuddles' kink, I'd be like, let's watch that. I'd be in favor. Just tell me. I'll go find the shows.
Yeah. Right.
Whatever it takes.
There's just, I can't even. Oh my god. Honestly, all joking aside, it is a really good show.
Paul says killing is a panty dropper.
Good Lord.
It's the bad boy thing. What happened to you as a child? Like, who was the first bad boy? Was there like a thing there?
So I did like a bad boy.
You did, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but like I kissed him and that was it.
Mm.
And then I was like, I remember I came. What happened was he kissed me behind like this ball field thing, and I came home and I was like, oh, Janine, you have to call him and tell him you can't do that again because oh my god, the rush because he was such a bad boy. He had longish hair. Oh my god, he was
Oh,
such a
long
made him
hair.
up.
Oh,
Was it
that's a
just the
no-no.
hair? Did he annoy the teacher in class? Was that what made him a bad boy?
Yeah,
I
but he
don't,
got
he didn't go to
detention.
he didn't go to my school, so we didn't go to the same school, so I don't
Right.
know. But he had like jet black like hair that would go in his eyes. Oh my god, he was so fucking bad. I'll tell you what he used to do. You know
He was
the
probably the
train.
biggest nerd
No.
in the world.
You know the train tracks by Aqueduct?
Mm-hmm.
He used to go there and spray paint. Oh my. And he used to
Oh, what
tell
a
me these
bad boy.
stories, and I used to be like, oh my god, he's so bad. I used to tell my friend, he's so bad.
So this was what, when you were a teenager or 12, 13?
I want to say when I was 12, like 13 years old.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god. And then I remember he called me and I told him, I can't be your girlfriend. And he was like, what? I was like, I can't do that again. And then that was it. And I was like, oh, Janine, you herb.
You heard.
Herb. Who grew up in the 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah,
As somebody
Herb.
said, he actually, so I, and then, I knew him because he was friends with my brother. And then he moved away. He friended me on Facebook probably 10 years ago.
Oh,
Did he
how
go to
hot was
UB?
that?
Well, oh my God, no, because I don't want to be mean. I'm not gonna say what I say.
Oh, he got ugly? Did he grow up ugly?
He got fat and became a fireman.
A fireman?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
He
not
grew out.
here.
He cut his hair, his long hair.
straight
he
edged.
did. It
Oh,
wasn't here
no.
though. He didn't become a fireman here.
Oh, it's
You
even
know,
worse. At
now
least in
he's
the
a good
city.
guy.
Yeah, at least in the city, you got to be tough to be a fireman.
Right.
Where is he a fireman at? Iowa, Ohio?
You know what? You're probably right. Something like
Oh
that.
my God, they don't have real firemen over there. Jesus.
Sure.
Right.
Cuddles, should I tell the story from last night? Should I tell the story from last night? No. Okay. All right. See? Problem solved.
All this buildup.
Problem solved.
Cut up.
It's too embarrassing. I don't even have it prepared. Usually, like, I'll prepare stories. Like, I'll focus on the funniest parts. Like, I can't even tell you. Maybe, you know what? Put it on the shelf. It's new right now. Remember this. Maybe you know what? 420 is coming up soon. Maybe 420 show. It slips out. It is horrible and one for the ages. Really is.
Wait. What happened?
So at the beginning of the show, Anthony teased that something embarrassing happened to him last night, but he was going to talk about it later in the show. And he was debating on whether or not to talk about it at all because it might be a little embarrassing for both him and Cuddles. So he just asked Cuddles now, should we talk about it? He said, and Cuddles said no. So now we don't get the story.
Oh, I can definitely guess what happened. I mean, he tried to get
I mean, you
get it.
Well, you can guess. But yeah, we all know where you're going to go with these guesses, Jason.
That I could tell. I could tell that story if that was the case. Frankie C, J-Sabs, Spinal Tap 2 just got a release date. Yes, very, very exciting. It was originally set for March, but it was delayed due to the Hollywood strikes. So now September 12th, according to Deadline, we'll get the Spinal Tap 2, which there's a teaser trailer for, which just got released. I don't know if we can show it because they do tend to tag that stuff down. Oh, by the way, Meghan Markle, that fuckface, that we showed the trailer the other day on the episode, they chopped us down. That episode's dead.
Really?
Dead. Yeah.
You see, that's what happens.
Yeah. Absolutely dead. Piece of shit.
Well, that's To be fair, we shouldn't be showing that kind of. We're not allowed to show that anyway.
No, but it's the worst thing. It's the first of all, when those claims go through, it kills the organic reach. But second of all, like in this particular case, they take the revenue from the entire episode. So even though we talked about her for a grand total of like 4 minutes, and all of that stuff was original, content for the show, that she makes the money off of that episode for our show. Fucking fuckface. Anyway, not that I'm sour about it, but
you're gonna be.
yeah, no, it's
that vein is pulsating in your side of your head.
Michael McKean, Christopher Guest, Harry Shearer are back, and Spinal Tap, of course. What's his name is Meathead is directing, and
Rob Reiner, nice.
Thank you. And Paul McCartnney, Elton John, and others will have special cameos in Spinal Tap 2. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
I feel like Harry Shearer is like 80 years old. He's up there, man.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I think. It's about them getting together for a reunion for like a one night only show. So,
all right,
it'd be pretty good. I'm ready to go into game time unless Janine, you have something. The only other thing I had was the
story
Trump,
you can't tell.
No, well but the Trump Elon Tesla commercial at the White House was so awkward and bizarre. Like,
he's shilling for he's a car dealership. He's a car salesman. That's all he is. So.
It was really, there's no other, I never heard the official excuse for it other than we're tanking Elon's stock. So let me see if I can push some Tesla sales for him.
That's all it is. It's he's used, and it's illegal what he's doing. He's using the White House on the government property to promote his friend's business.
It was a little obvious and over the top, and I don't know if that's part of the trade deal for him working on the Doge thing. If he's like, "Hey, could we do a couple live reads out on the lawn so I could even up here?" I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but if I was Elon and that got offered to me, I would have said, "No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We don't have to do that."
Yeah, because you're smarter than he is.
It just seemed like a real weird play for everybody involved. The Daily Show had the funnest spoof. I shared like a used car dealership thing in our little friend chat. You can Google it and find it on your own. But the Daily Show had an even better like used car salesman spoofy thing. So, J-Sabs, anything before we go into the game?
Actually, real quick, because I thought of you guys last night. So, friends from work.
Before or after you watched the serial killer documentary
I don't like where this is going.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so friends of mine from work, they play on a cornhole league.
Okay.
And 2 of them were not going to be able to play, so my other friend from work volunteered us to go in their spot. So I was like, all right, you know what? Okay. She's like, I hope you don't mind. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So we get there and it's held at a brewery, right?
Mm-hmm.
We walk in and you go in the back and it's, oh God. I immediately looked at my friend and go, yeah, we're going to fucking lose because it was set up like a real competition. And I'm like, oh shit, like, the scoreboards were electronic. Each station had set up. I'm like, oh God. So anyway.
People had like jerseys and stuff.
Yeah, they did.
Really?
So I was like, oh fuck, I haven't played this in so long. So we're kind of practicing, right? And then
You're practicing cornhole?
Yeah, these old guys come over and I was like,
boy. There's a distraction right there.
Yeah. I said to my friend, I go, oh God, if my other friends saw this, they would be like, yep, this is right up her alley right now. But it was funny because immediately I thought of you guys. So that's it. But
why?
Because she saw old people and thought we would rip her up for it.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Like old men. There you go.
Yeah.
Because that's also one of my weaknesses.
So how'd you do in the tournament?
Well, it's not really a tour. Well, they play for 7 weeks, so we did horrendously.
That's good.
Frank, how would you do at anything if you were at the Playboy Mansion? You'd be a little distracted. That's probably what it was like for her.
Well, what's the game?
Right. I was like, I told my friend, I was like, I'm not sure if I could concentrate with these hotties around. And she was like, Janine, she almost died. Because she's up there. She's 75, my friend. She's up there in age. And she's
What's
like,
wrong with you? You have a 75-year-old friend? What
Okay.
happened?
I'm going to tell you right now.
Was the smell of Ben Gay distracting you?
No, because
Or Gold Bond? Was it Gold Bond?
Because here's the thing. She is me when I'm gonna be 75. How about that?
So she's perverted and inappropriate? Is that
Exactly.
what you're... Okay, got it. All right.
And also really cool. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, if you say so.
I feel like Janine gets turned on by defibrillators. Is anybody else getting that?
Man, how many oxygen tanks were there?
If they're pulling their own oxygen tank, does that get you even hotter? Is that a thing?
I feel like that's cheating though, because an oxygen tank is like a performance enhancer. You can't be that can't be legal. You got to come as you are.
I think you're right, Frank. I think she goes to like CVS and goes down the Ben Gay aisle and huffs Ben Gay to get turned on. Putting her nose in a box of Ben Gay just to get
Tries on all those ready prescription glasses that are at the end of the aisle.
This is why
we got more. Wait, no, not yet. We got more. She inappropriately. She inappropriately touches the canes that are in
the canes.
canes.
You know, I like.
The best one is the one with the seat built in.
Oh, so hot.
Oh my god.
Oh,
so what happens? How many walkers with tennis balls on the feet were there?
Good question.
Oh.
And what the hell is that? Why do they put tennis? I get why they're there, but can't we just have walkers with cushionings on them? Like,
you think they figure that out, right? Yeah.
Why are there tennis balls? And who's cutting open tennis balls to put on this?
Right.
It seems like a lot of work.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Was there ever an old person serial killer? Because that would kill Janine. I think that would be the ultimate.
Oh, that's a good question. I think that would be my kryptonite.
Old person killer porn. You should write a novel, like a book, and see if there's others out there like you. I mean, look at Bill Parcells. Not Bill Parcells. Who's the guy, the coach for the Patriots, who's now at Bill Belichick. Bill Parcells. Bill Belichick is like almost 80, and his girlfriend's like 26. It's ridiculous. She's not the only one.
That's insane.
Yeah,
I think you have a market here, Janine.
She's marrying for money. I would marry for love. So there you go.
Well, love or lust? I don't know if you actually ever experienced love. If we're being totally honest.
Probably lust. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Are you saying Janine has no love in her life?
I'm just saying it's copious amounts of lust. I really think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you proposing, Frank? That the kidnapper loves her? I mean, it's not exactly,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like she'll fall head over heels once she sees that chain that goes from the glasses around the neck. That's when you see the hearts going around her face.
When you think about it, her husband is actually the luckiest one out of all of us, because you and I are going to get older and get exponentially worse. Whereas all he can do is age into her bracket. He's going to age into her sweet spot where she really gets turned on.
The question is, the older she gets, does her desires become older people? Like when she's 75, is it going to be like 100? Is the new thing?
Am I going to go backwards? Is what you're saying? Yeah,
No. I'm saying, are you going to keep going forward? It's like right now, the area is like 70-ish, right? Once you're 70,
65.
Okay, 65. So once you're 65, is the new desire going to be 95?
Good question.
Or is it going to stay 65?
Good question.
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Me personally, I was into MILFs at a young age, still into MILFs. So I wonder, once I get into my like 60s, am I still going to be into MILFs? I don't know. Or am I going to be into
Right.
80-year-olds? I'm not sure. I feel like it's still going to be like that 40s, 30s, 40s area. I think that's
And
just going to stick
actually,
with you.
I'm going to be going to bingo soon. That's another place I'll be going. So
Oh my
I
God.
want to go to bingo. I would love to play bingo.
Sadly, me too. When Janine said that just now, you know what flashed in my mind? A mugshot, a news report. Local volunteer found molesting senior citizens at the senior center. Like a whole story with copy. I could see the anchor at the desk and everything.
shaking
Oh,
her
yeah.
head.
The story waiting to happen.
And it's that shot of like, it's like at the wrong angle. She's like bloodshot, because she's all fucked up from meth or whatever she's doing. Hair's all out of whack.
No.
I could see the
Huffing
purple up,
Bengay.
with her hair covering her face as she's walked out of the nursing home.
What is Bengay? Is that like a gel or is that like a cream? What is Bengay exactly?
I think it's a cream. It's like a joint.
You've never
thing.
used it before.
I don't think so. I've
I
seen
have to
it.
say, I don't
but-
know if they still have it. It's icy hot now.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that
it's
the
for your
thing?
joints. It eases your muscles and whatever.
You think in the morning when Janine wants to be naughty, she puts a little Bengay, like rubs a little Bengay here, so she just smells Bengay all day.
I think she wakes up at 4 a.m. to have breakfast. Is that a thing? I think that's a thing.
She waits outside an Olive Garden at 4:15 to see to catch
Early
the
bird special.
Oh my God.
Oh shit!
See?
Yeah,
Ow.
you got
See?
your thing. What are you gonna do?
So anyway, it was fun, even though we did horribly. And man, some people take that real seriously.
It's funny. My wife, we were at the we hung out with the uncles over the weekend, and my one uncle is like, yeah, he's like joining flag football. He's like, yeah, I'm going to like a flag football thing, and we were starting to like poke fun at him a little bit because we realized, and it took us a while to get it out of him, but we're like, is this a tryout? Like, do you have to like, because he's like, there's always like a waiting list to get on the flag football team. He's like, and then they're having a thing, and I'm going to go and play, and we're like, so to try out, you're trying out for flag football, right? But it baffled my wife because she was like, why does he want to play flag football so bad? And this is coming from people that are like, if we have a free moment, like we want to be sitting down and relaxing. Like we don't want to be, running around and getting sweaty. I'm like, I think it's like a, camaraderie, friendship thing, like social.
Why does anybody do anything?
Camaraderie thing for them.
It's to do something fun. It's to join a team. That's okay.
I'm at that age though where I'm kind of like, I don't know why. I don't know. I feel I'm so content. I feel like I'm turning into Potty. I could just sit in a quiet room and just stare at the wall.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my God, no. That sounds like death to me.
Yeah.
Because you have kids, it's nonstop. It's a different pace. You're at a different speed.
No,
Okay.
not me. I'm not like him.
All right, let me give you.
I can't stand to be home.
You can't sit still. Yeah.
No, I can't. If I know that I have nothing to do, I make sure I have something to do. I am not a homebody at all. I am not a home person. Nope, no thanks.
Janine, do you have those strawberry candies that nobody can identify? It's like a dish on your coffee table.
Oh yeah, it's like, what is this?
They have no name.
They have no name. The strawberry candies, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great reference. But where are you going with this? You lost me.
Just another callback to liking old people.
Oh.
Just thought I'd shift gears violently in one way.
That is a lot of old people. Yeah. Do you like butterscotch candies? Do you have a lot of butterscotch candies?
Right.
I love butterscotch.
Do you?
You do?
Yeah, butterscotch is good. You ever have butterscotch pudding? It's like the best.
It is good. It's been a long time since I've had butterscotch pudding.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
What little whipped cream on there.
I love whipped cream. I love food.
Yeah,
I've
food's great.
been eating well, not dieting, but eating well lately, and I'm really like missing like food.
Eat some food, man.
Oh, I just love fucking food.
I just love
You
fucking
shouldn't be fucking food.
No, it just feels so
All right.
good when it's warm.
Is it game time? Let's play a game.
Yeah, it's game time. It's game. I mean, I would love to just sit here and analyze Janine for another hour and a half. I really could do it.
I'm really not that interesting.
I think it's fascinating though. People are still trying to socialize in their 40s, 50s, and 60s.
That's
Like-
exactly the age group it was.
Yeah, it's like you never really age out of that kind of thing. You know, because like flag football is
Except you.
such a high school thing. You know, cornhole I get is a little bit different now, but it's just funny to me how people are still like, yeah, let me go out. Like I'll give you, for instance, I would love to and have been talking for years about playing hockey, just joining a league again. I love playing hockey. They built a rink 5 minutes from my house. I now like it's closer than ever. I've not been there. The thing has been there for a year and a half. It's been built.
Oh yeah, I live 10 minutes from an ice rink, and I keep telling myself, yeah, one day I'll dust off the equipment and I'll go back and play. I haven't played since before the pandemic, and I wanted to get back into it. And I'm just like, all right.
Why? Why isn't it not happening? Why is it not?
Because you weigh you go, either I could do this or I could sit at home and do nothing. And you go, nothing's easier.
Nothing is so much easier and it's so great.
Guys, come on.
I know. What if you're home? Because all right, Aaron's here, so I want to start. But Janine, if you're home, it's Saturday. It's 1:00. You finish doing everything you have to do. You drop off whatever at the house, right? You've done your activities. What do you do? Do you sit at home, or are you like? Do you come up with something new to do?
I wouldn't say come up with something new, but I say let's do something. It depends on the time of year. If it's the summer, I say let's go to the beach. It's a Saturday, it's different. Yeah, we do different things. I can't stand to be home. Nope. Let's go out, let's go shopping, let's go do
I just want to like
something.
just take a nap one day.
Do you think that I could take a nap?
It's not very underrated. You should look into that because they're great. Naps are all.
Frank, how many
Naps are
naps
great.
do you take a day?
Because I'll tell you the other weird thing. All right, listen to
Well,
listen to this. In the last 48 hours, we got a dinner invitation for an upcoming Sunday. Okay, which I want to do. That combined with we got another. My cousin who lives in Pennsylvania. We went to a Met game last year, so him and his wife hit us up like, you want to go to the Met game? I'm like, yeah, I want to go to the Met game. And then now we have to figure out when we're going to do that. We're going over there some Sunday coming up to go to the christening of their kids, right? Then I'm like, oh, then we have Easter's coming up and everybody's coming here. So I'm going to need a week to prepare for that. And then that's another, like, I found myself just like, I'm already into June before I have a time where I could be like, oh, let me do something that I, want, like, let me go play. There's just, it's weird how large chunks of time go by now. And
I'll tell you, Anthony, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
That second margarita kind of kicked in and I didn't hear a word you just said.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't making a great point anyway.
All right, let's hit the game.
Bring the game in. Fly and Wine just gifted another membership. So generous of Fly and Wine.
Thank you, Fly and Wine.
You can see what celebrity I saw over the weekend in the city. That's in our members only area right now. That's the latest little thing that we got in there. And we got Aaron C here for game time. Aaron C, take it over. It's all yours.
Hi guys.
Aaron C, do you have a car that you want to sell? Can we plug your car or anything?
No.
Okay. All right. We'll just stick to the book then.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah.
J-Sab, are you staying for the game?
You got it. You know what I like about your book, Aaron? It's very computery. The whole panel in the beginning, it's like a computer. It's good.
What is going on?
He's making fun of the president and Elon Musk.
Okay. Cool. Jason, are you staying for the game? Because I didn't have you down for the game because I usually play Friday.
No, it's fine. I probably am gonna leave because I have to.
Okay.
I have to do my hair.
All right. Go get
Let me-
pretty. Not that
I
you're
want to
pretty.
know what the
You're already
game
pretty.
is, though.
Oh, it's okay. It's fair enough. So there's 2 levels to this game. The first level is Ant and Frank are playing it. But if you're at home and you want to do another added level, you take your paper and your pen, and you two don't need it. Frank, Ant, you don't need a paper and pen. You're just playing the game. But if you want, you can label your paper from 1 to 20, and I'll tell you, and it's going to be like a BT5 and I'll tell you once we do the first one, I'll tell you what's going to happen. So if you want to play at home, label your paper from 1 to 20, and I'll get to that part after I do the first part with Frank and Ant. So Frank and Ant, this game is actors and their favorite movies. Basically, I went to a site and I found out actors' favorite movies. Most of them, their top 5. A couple of them, their top 4. And then I took 3, and one of them is not true. Okay? And you're going to tell me the one that isn't
Whoa.
true. Okay?
Wait, you lost me at the end here.
So you're gonna give us an actor. You're gonna give us 3 movies. One of them they don't like. 2 of them two of them it's among their favorites.
Yes. And you give me the one that you think is not their favorite.
Their favorite.
Damn it! I thought it'd be the other way around. That we.
No, 1 not favorite. 2 it's their favorites.
Okay.
Okay, so we got to give you the one that's not their favorite.
Okay, this is interesting because actors give really like.
Yeah, sometimes it's deep. Sometimes it's like,
Yeah.
oh, Citizen Kane because of the cinematography. Shut up.
Yeah.
And do you want to go first or second?
I love to go first. I never get to go first. I don't know if anybody knows that. Franco.
That's true.
Well, even when my
so-
name's on the title of the show, then I'll go first. And you'll go first.
It's on there. It's in there.
It's not there.
So for the first actor, it's Emily Blunt. And the 3 movies are Death Becomes Her, Kramer versus Kramer, and Jaws. 2 of these are in her top 5 and 1 is not. Death Becomes Her, Kramer versus Kramer, and Jaws.
People at home, you can weigh in. Do not look it up, please.
Death Becomes Her.
Yeah, please don't look it up because there's a site that has these, and I'd really appreciate if you didn't cheat.
I love Emily Blunt. So this is I really want to get it right.
I think I know the answer to this one.
Death Becomes Her, Kramer versus Kramer. I'm going to say Jaws doesn't fit into that.
Okay.
But it's so tough because Jaws is like the blockbuster that everybody like credits setting Hollywood on fire. I'm going to say Jaws.
Final answer.
Jay Sams, do you have an opinion on this? Do you want to help me out here? Okay.
Is that John? Okay.
He's here, but not answering. Jaws. Final answer. Jaws.
Okay, no, it's Death Becomes Her. Her 2 of her favorite movies are Kramer versus Kramer and Jaws. Now, for the people at home, from 1 to 20, take those 2. There are no repeats in this game. So for those 2 movies, if you like those 2, put them higher. If you think that other celebrities are going to, do better 2 movies, put them lower, that kind of thing. So
Ooh.
if you like Kramer Kramer versus Kramer and Jaws, put it higher. If you think better ones are coming, put it lower. We have 20 of these. So those are Emily Blunt's pair, Kramer versus Kramer and Jaws.
All right.
Fun. Oh, and they can share their lists with us
Yeah.
afterwards. We could like retweet it or something.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're doing a blind top 5 with these, and we're playing the guess which one's not the favorite.
Pretty
Right.
good. You figured out a way to keep everybody. All right, good job, Aaron. This is good.
Thank you. Okay, Frank, you have Tom Hanks.
Wait. People in the chat saying, "What do we do?" Okay, so you're taking the 2 movies that are Emily Blunt's favorite, and you got a piece of paper 1 to 20,
Rank 'em.
and you're putting Emily Blunt's favorite movies, which are Jaws and Kramer versus Kramer. Pick a number from 1 to 20, and put them on that list in one spot. And you're playing basically blind top 5 with the 20 favorite movie pairs that we are giving you.
Yes.
So if you whatever you think, where would you put Jaws and Kramer versus Kramer on your top 20 sheet?
There are no repeats.
Not knowing what's coming next. Okay, they get it. Okay, good.
Paul says
Okay,
I need to reboot my hearing aid. Stop trying to turn on JSAP. She left
Give me a
already.
second. Just gonna grab a
Also, thanks for explaining it so well, Frank. Okay, so yours is Tom Hanks. What happened? Where'd he go?
No problem. I'm here. Sorry, I just grabbed a drink.
Oh God. Okay. So Frank, you ready for Tom Hanks?
Ready?
Okay. His are The Godfather, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, and Fargo.
Oh boy.
I think this is an easy one.
I mean, my guess would be Fargo, I think, because let's see. E.T., he's a very big Spielberg guy. I feel like E.T.'s up there with him. And The Godfather, if it's on the list, I feel like it's gonna be the easy choice. I'm gonna go with Fargo.
Final answer?
Final answer.
No, it's E.T. is not one of his favorite five.
What?
I'm
The
stunned.
Godfather and Fargo are his two. So people at home playing along, if
Fargo.
you're playing, where are you putting The Godfather and Fargo, Tom Hanks's pair?
For anybody who doesn't put Godfather as number one, you will be shunned by me.
Oh, stop it.
Shunned.
The shitty movie.
What?
Oh, come on. We're not doing this. It's
I'm
10
just-
o'clock.
Go ahead, Aaron.
No, we're going with. Okay, so people at home, where are you putting The Godfather and Fargo? Don't worry about Shunman. Don't worry about Frank. Just put them where you want. Okay. That's Tom Hanks's duo.
Nice.
All right, so we're both 0, 0-1 here.
Oh yeah, and I'm not keeping score because I never do that well. So if anybody at home wants to keep score, or if one of you do, I'm
right.
really bad at that.
We're tied at 0 right
You're
now.
tied at 0, and we're back to Anthony. And Anthony, you have Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, I like her. I like you're giving me everybody that I got a crush on. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so she has Sleepless in Seattle, The Big Lebowski, and Old School.
That's tough.
I feel like we were soulmates,
They're
so I
kind of
like
all
all
tough.
3 of those movies. Sleepless in Seattle, Big Lebowski, and Old School. Old School and The Big Lebowski are very new. Very, very new.
That's not very new. Big Lebowski was what? Around 2000-ish?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I don't know if that's a 90s movie or not. I feel like it might be. Old
School's pretty, Old School's got to be like 15 years old, maybe more. 20 years old?
Yeah, actually, was Old School in the 90s too? I don't know. No, I don't think so.
I don't
Old
think
School
so.
was in the 2000s.
Yeah, but early.
Yeah. Jennifer Lawrence. I feel like Sleepless in Seattle has got to be real.
Bird says Lebowski was 98.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense to me. Yeah, okay. Shit. This is hard. I'm going to say, I want to say Old School. I'm leaning towards Old School. I'm going to say Old School.
No, sorry, it's Sleepless in Seattle.
Fuck.
Her pair is Old School and The Big Lebowski.
Wow.
So people at home, where are you putting Old School and Big Lebowski among the 20? And that is Jennifer Lawrence's pair.
And I will say, if you don't put Big Lebowski as number 1, you will be shunned by me.
You have to put all of Anthony's favorite movies at number 1.
Number one's getting a little crowded early in the game.
All right.
All right. Who do we have now?
Okay. Frank, back to you with Amy Adams.
Okay.
And hers are Gone with the Wind, The Shawshank Redemption, and Chicago.
Oh, boy. Gone with the Wind, Shawshank Redemption, and Chicago. Oh, that's tough.
I feel this, Bird. I feel your comment.
What'd she say?
I'm not. You got to read it.
People
It's-
asking maybe my favorite
Uh-huh.
movie of all time. I'm sorry. Should I not read it?
It was
I
going to
didn't
be
read the rest.
one. Usually we do one comment that we don't say for the people who only listen.
All right. Well, next time, let me know.
Okay. All right.
All right. Gone with the Wind, Shawshank, or what was the other one?
Chicago.
Chicago. The Bears. I'm gonna go Chicago on this one.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Yes, that's the first time you guys got it right. Amy Adams' pair is Gone with the Wind and The Shawshank Redemption. I have a feeling that one's going to be high, but what do I know? Where are you putting Amy Adams's duo?
Love
At
Shawshank.
home.
It's a
I would
great
have
movie.
lost. I would have lost on that.
What were
All
you
right,
gonna say?
I was gonna say Shawshank.
That's a great movie.
Yeah. All right, Aaron. Round 3. Here we go.
Okay.
Down 1-0.
1-0, baby.
Frank's favorite, Nicolas Cage.
Aha.
So he has A Streetcar Named Desire, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Final answer?
Yes.
You're right.
Damn it.
So Nicolas Cage's is A Streetcar Named Desire and 2001: A Space Odyssey. Who likes that rather odd duo?
I'll tell you
That's about
why.
2001. Did you ever see that?
No, but I know it's like loved by movie buffs, and that's why this one was an easy one for me. I just thought he's a pretentious dickhead, and what would he pick? And it was obviously those two.
Okay.
I'm surprised
Actually,
not one
at
of
the
his
end,
movies.
I didn't include this person, but at the end, I'll tell you who the most pretentious dickhead goes to.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, I can't
5
wait.
movies, 5 new movies no one's ever heard of.
Oh,
Can't
Anyway,
wait.
okay, but back to Frank. Frank, would
so
you
we're
have guessed
tied.
that?
Yes.
All right, I guess
I
that
would've
one was
thought-
too easy.
Yeah, I would have thought Nightmare on Elm Street. I didn't think that was up his alley.
Okay. This is Daniel Radcliffe, Harry
Okay.
Potter fame. Okay, so Little Miss Sunshine, Edward Scissorhands, 12 Angry Men.
Oh, all good movies.
Tough because he's young for even
Yeah.
the newest one, Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah. 12, but he's an actor. I'm sure, it's not, you don't have to be, I'm sure younger people, especially people in movies, they're going to, not like they're cut off from old movies. I love old movies. It's not like, I love
Mhm.
movies that like Marx Brothers and stuff like that. I will say for Daniel Radcliffe, I'm going to say Edward Scissorhands.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You're right. It is not Edward Scissorhands.
Ooh.
The two for Daniel Radcliffe, for those playing at home, are Little Miss Sunshine and 12 Angry Men.
I love
Rather
12 Angry
eclectic
Men.
duo. I know you watched that on a plane.
So
Yeah,
good.
on the plane. Yeah, we went to when we went to Europe. It was an 8-hour flight. I've seen it already. 12 Angry Men. I could have watched a new movie, but I was like, you know what? Fucking 12 Angry Men. I'm watching it again.
The original?
The original.
The remake is phenomenal too.
I don't even know who's in the remake.
Jack Lemmon, James Gandolfini.
What?
Oh, really?
Never heard of that.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh my God.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Tons of people. Edward James Olmos.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
No, I've
not
never heard of
Edward Scissorhands. So
No.
for those of you who pick Daniel Radcliffe, Little Miss Sunshine, and 12 Angry Men. Thanks for
Nice.
telling me about that, Ann. I'm going to check that out because I've never heard of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Lemmon kills in it. He's fucking great.
Oh, he's great in everything.
And who's the old guy? The guy who played Patton. What's his name?
George C. Scott?
Thank you. George C. Scott is in it. He's the old man.
What
So
year was
great.
that?
This was in the
Just like he
90s.
died. a long
Yeah,
time ago.
had to be in the 90s because Gandolfini's in it. Yeah.
I didn't think he was acting back then.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this movie.
It might have been his last it might have been his last role ever, actually.
What?
The
What are you
last
talking about?
George C. Scott. It might have been his last.
Oh, I thought you
movie.
meant Gandolfini. I was like, what the hell?
Oh no.
Before Sopranos.
97. Wow.
Yeah, 97, right? It's a fucking killer.
Tony
Hold on.
Danza?
Tony
Holy shit.
Danza's in it.
Angela. Mona, hey, Angela, hey, yo. Oh,
Jack
wait.
Lemmon, George C. Scott, Gandolfini, and this is just as The Sopranos are hitting. Danza, William Peterson, who's huge. Courtney B. Vance, huge. Ossie
Oh, Courtney
Davis,
Vance, great. Yeah. Wait,
Edward
Ozzie Davis?
James. Yeah, Ossie Davis is in it.
Oh, I met him. He was awesome.
Yeah, there's like a ton of people in this one. This guy, McKelty Williamson, he's been in a ton of shit.
Well, I don't know the name.
Yeah, this is a bad picture of him too. These are really bad pictures of him. I think he was, wasn't he Bubba?
He
Yeah.
was Bubba.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Forrest Gump.
cool.
Yeah.
We give that a shot.
Yeah, you'll love it. It's not, you watch this one and it's like, it's not a bad remake. It's really good.
I didn't think Tony Danza was in any movies.
I just realized I didn't put the thing on the screen and I've been talking about it like everybody could see it for the last 5 minutes.
You're an ass.
I'm that guy at work who blows the Zoom meeting. Okay, go ahead, Aaron.
Blows what?
The
Blows who?
Zoom meeting.
The whole meeting, huh?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Back to Ant for Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill's 3 are Boogie Nights, Kill Bill Volume 1, and Goodfellas.
Ah, fuck.
What
This
a
was
dick.
really hard. I should get 2 points if I get this right. Yeah, he's a dick. All right, Goodfellas, Kill Bill, and what was the first one?
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights. Fuck, these are all good movies. For somebody his age, they're all important.
See, you can't go by age on this because I feel like any movie person,
I know.
especially an actor, is going to be familiar with all kinds of movies.
But see, I view that as the ones that you're watching when you're 10, 12, 14 are going to mean a lot more to you than the ones, which he could have watched any of those at those ages, so it's kind of
You can
like,
watch any movie at any time. I don't understand, it's-
I just kind of feel like, and again, I've been proven wrong by this on this game, but it's like, if a movie came out in 2010, I don't think it's going to surpass what he saw when he was 14. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I don't know what you're saying, but
I feel like I have to put Goodfellas on there because he loves Scorsese. He got to work with him. I know that.
that's fair.
Kill Bill is Quentin Tarantino. Everybody loves that one. Excuse me. What was the other one? I keep forgetting the third one.
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights. Who doesn't love Boogie Nights? Shit. I want to say Boogie Nights, but
Clock's ticking.
God, I have no idea. Oh, this is so hard. I need this point.
I've lost track. What's the score?
It's,
Oh no, who's keeping score?
I got it. I'm keeping score. This is the beginning of the 4th round, and it's 2-1 Frank.
Thank
Nice.
you.
So that's why it's like I'm behind a little here.
You know what? Keep the paper and a pen here. All right. Anthony, 1.
There's no way it's not Goodfellas. Can I use my lifeline and take away half?
No.
No.
Shit. That's not this game. That's not this
Wrong.
one.
Wrong game. Wrong game.
I'm going to say, fuck. I'm going towards Kill Bill now. I'm going to say Kill Bill.
Final answer.
Yes.
You're correct.
Holy
Oh.
shit.
His movies are Boogie Nights and Goodfellas. So, regardless of how you feel about Jonah Hill out there in the AOA, where are you putting Boogie Nights and Goodfellas?
These are all good movies. This is a tough fucking blind top 20.
I call Jonah Hill a dick because I don't know, his characters annoy the shit out of me in every movie. Is it me? Is it just me?
No, I think he's great in movies. I think he's just annoying in real life.
All right.
Fucking Miss Justice goes by a vowel ant. I'm going to try to next round. I'm going to try and get one. Thanks, Miss Justice.
All right, we're tied.
Yeah, but bottom of the 4th here. You could still jump ahead.
There we go.
Frank, I don't know how to say her last name because I've heard it many ways, but I'm going to say Amanda Seyfried because once I read that's how it's pronounced, but they always call her Amanda Seyfried. So,
Okay.
you know who she is?
Yes.
Okay. So these three are Mulholland Drive, Romeo and Juliet, the Baz Luhrmann version, and
Mhm.
A League of Their Own.
Oh,
Good luck with this one. What's Right Said Fred's favorite movie? Go ahead.
right.
Right said Fred.
Oh man, A League of Their Own, Mulholland Drive, and what was the
Romeo
other
and
one?
Juliet.
And Romeo and Juliet. Oh boy, League of Their Own, Romeo and Juliet, and Right Said Fred.
No, A League of Their
Oh,
Own.
League of Their Own, Romeo and Juliet, and
Mulholland Drive.
I'm
Mulholland
too
Drive. I
sexy.
would go with. Oh man, Mulholland Drive. I could see her. I feel like she'd like Mulholland Drive and A League of Their Own. Oh boy, this is rough. I will go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with. Bird said Romeo and Juliet. I'm gonna say Romeo and Juliet as well.
Final answer?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. It's not A League
Oh,
of Their Own. She likes Mulholland Drive and Romeo and Juliet, and that's my girl because I love those movies.
those are good
So
movies.
if you guys like Mulholland Drive and the Baz Luhrmann version of Romeo and Juliet, put it high. If you don't, put it low. No hard feelings.
I like that Baz Luhrmann Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, I love it.
All said League was awful. What?
No, terrible take. It's a phenomenal movie.
Oh, come on. Wasn't Robin's mom in A League of Their Own? I'm not even kidding. I think she
What?
was. Robin, are you out there? Robin's mom?
I saw him before though. I think he might have left though because I don't.
Oh. Well, then I'm unchallenged. Robin's mom was Dottie in A League of Their Own. Okay. So
Did Robin's mom
Wow.
drop the ball at the end of A League of Their
You really went for it there. Made her Dottie. That was a big move, bold move on your part.
Robin, the Queen of Diamonds. All right. Anyway. Okay. So,
All right, so we're still tied 2-2.
yep. All right. Top of the whatever. Aunt, back to you with Abigail Breslin. You know her?
No, who is that?
She was the girl in Little Miss Sunshine, and
The name sounds. Can I look her up?
yeah, go ahead, but don't
Okay.
look up her movies.
Abigail Breslin. I just got to get her face. Oh, okay. Yeah. Little Miss Sunshine. Got it.
Okay. So her three all are one word: Insidious, Prancer, and Airplane.
Oh, fuck me.
Prancer. What
I've
the hell
never
is
even-
Prancer?
I've never even heard of two of those.
Insidious is a scary movie. Prancer is a movie about one of the what's it called, reindeer that gets left behind, and it's a live action thing. And Airplane is that Zucker, very funny film
Oh, Airplane's
in the
classic. But
70s.
you never heard of Insidious, and I never heard of Prancer, but you never heard of Insidious?
I feel like I've heard of Insidious. I did not see. Airplane is the only one I've seen out of all these.
Hmm.
Um.
Yeah, Insidious is a horror movie, like a haunted thing.
Which is such a weirdo thing. Could it be Insidious and Airplane? I don't know. Insidious and Prancer seem to make a lot of sense. But we're acting like you can't like opposite films on your face. Like that's not true.
Yeah,
That's
like any.
yeah, gives you a false sense of security going that way. I want to say Airplane because she's so young, and would she even get that? Insidious. Prancer seems so fucking weird. That's a weird one.
Fucking Prancer. How did Prancer get left behind? So you're telling me they're they're flying with
I
one
think he
shy?
got hurt, and they had to leave him in her yard. I don't know. I didn't see it, but I remember something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna say Insidious. Actually, I'm gonna go with a horror movie because I feel like that's not pretentious at all, and those other two are.
You think Prancer's pretentious?
I think Prancer is a pretentious move, and Airplane is like, let me ground myself with Airplane. Okay, who doesn't love Airplane? Yeah, I'm gonna say Insidious is not her favorite.
Surely you must
Final
be
answer.
joking.
Final answer.
No, I'm sorry. You were right when you said airplane.
Fuck.
Airplane is the one that's not on her list. She likes Insidious and Prancer. And I don't know who's putting it up there, out there in the AOAs, but if you like that combo, good, more power to you.
Yeah.
Insidious and Prancer.
If you like that
Whoa.
combo, let us know because we'll pay for your therapy at least for next week.
Oh,
Pick
Fly
up
and
those
Wyman.
sessions. What?
Fly and
Fly and Wyman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he will. Yeah, Flying Y's the best.
He's been paying for some AOA subscriptions.
Pay for subscriptions. Why not pay for a session? What's the therapy session? What's the big deal?
Right. Who knows? All right. Let's see. My turn.
Okay, your turn. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold. Ah,
All right, you ready?
ready.
Titanic. Batman. The
why?
Sound of Music.
Ah.
Oh shit.
Batman, the original Batman with Michael
Yes,
Keaton.
with Michael Keaton. Yes.
Okay, Batman, Titanic, and The Sound of Music. You said.
Yes, and the original Sound of Music, not the one with James Gandolfini in '97.
This is tough.
Well, fucking hills are alive here.
I don't know. You said it. You said the hills were alive. I didn't say it. You said it.
I come
What's
all the way
so-
down here because you tell me the hills are fucking alive, and now I can hear there's no fucking alive hills.
What's so alive about these hills? Tell me. Tell me what's so alive about them.
Hey, I want to tell you. I tell you the hills are fucking alive. I don't know what to tell you. Hey.
I'm gonna go check the hills. Check the hills.
I come all the way down there. Those hills are fucking alive. All right. Sound of Music, Batman, and
This is
Titanic.
impossible. This is impossible.
Titanic.
Let's be
I'm
honest.
going to say,
Batman's one of his favorites. It's the
Yeah.
other two you got to
You're-
decide between.
well, you're helping me here. Stop. This is a competition. I'm
I
going to
mean-
say Titanic. I think he likes Sound of Music and Batman.
That's a good pick. I would have picked that too. Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, so
Final
Titanic
answer?
is my pick. Yes.
No, Aunt steered you wrong. It's not Batman. His
Oh!
two favorite are Titanic and The Sound of Music. If you
Son of a
like
bee.
icebergs and mountains, put it high. If you don't like those, if you like valleys
Wow.
and ocean and safe
See-
travels, put it low.
You know what would have helped on the Titanic? A chopper.
That was
Get to the chopper.
You got Aaron. That was misleading because he's in Batman. He's in Batman. What 4, 3, 4?
Yeah, the fourth one, I think. Yeah.
So that would be like you would think he'd be a huge fan. That was a tough one.
That
That's
was
a tough
tough.
field.
Man,
Yeah,
he likes Titanic
and Sound
and
of
Sound
Music.
of Music. Yeah, I like them because they're great movies.
This
All
the
right.
boat, the ship.
Look
Yes,
out,
Cameron.
the iceberg! Look out! All right, okay. We're still tied.
Aunt, it's your turn with Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor.
Obi-Wan
Another
Kenobi.
three.
I gotta wait.
Another-
I gotta put his face on the screen. I'm sorry. I know.
Oh,
you.
come on.
I got it now.
Okay, you can do that.
Ewan. I don't even know how to spell Ewan. EU.
EW.
EW.
AN.
Ewan McGregor. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Okay. Another three one-word movies. Misery, Harvey, Deliverance.
Oh.
Do you know Harvey?
No.
Okay, Jimmy Stewart has an imaginary rabbit friend.
Harvey the
Okay.
Rabbit.
And Deliverance and Misery.
What is Deliverance about?
Oh, boy. Buckle up.
Mm.
It's three guys go rafting down a river and they get taken by some hillbilly type guys that kind of fuck them up.
Okay. When did that movie come out?
70s. Burt Reynolds. What's
Okay.
his name?
Enough said. Deliverance.
That one.
What was the other ones?
Harvey and Misery.
I'm going to say Misery is not his favorite. I don't see him being a big James Caan fan. Those other two seem like, I know Deliverance is a big deal. Everybody talks about Deliverance a lot. I've never seen it, but I'm going to say I'm going to go with Misery.
Final answer?
Yes.
You're right. Harvey and Deliverance are his
Wow.
pair. If you guys like imaginary rabbits and real hillbillies, put it high. That's not your thing. Put it low.
Oh my God. It's Harvey, the rabbit.
I'm going to get to 10 the Rabbits, Harvey. That was my favorite part of that movie.
What?
Go,
I never saw.
go ahead.
Yeah,
You
fucking
ready?
imaginary
I don't know
rabbit
what's
over
going
here.
on.
I'm sorry.
I was
I'm
doing.
sorry, what's going on?
I was doing George and the Rabbits. I'm going to 10 the Rabbits, Harvey. I was trying to do that.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Not good. You shouldn't have left that. It's terrible.
Yeah, nobody did.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Okay,
Bottom
Frank,
of the
it's
sixth.
yep, it's your boy, Dane Cook.
My boy.
I don't know. I thought you guys both liked him. I don't know. Am I wrong?
I like that one special that he did back at MSG like 30 years ago.
Ah.
Me
That was a great
too.
one.
That was a
really-
great one. Although the person I used to quote that with turned out to be an asshole, so I don't like it as much anymore. But anyway, go ahead.
We'll try to tap back into it for okay. His three are The Empire Strikes Back, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and Grease.
Oh boy. I gotta go with, I mean, this, I feel like it's gotta be Grease on this one because Planes, Trains, and Automobiles and Empire are amazing. I gotta go. And I gotta go with Grease on that one.
Final answer?
Final answer.
I'm disagreeing. I'm just putting that on the record. I would have said Star Wars. Go ahead, Aaron.
Frank's right. It's not Grease.
Shit.
So if you like The Empire Strikes Back and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, if you like movies with 4 words in the title, put it high.
That's a good one.
If you don't, put it low.
That's a good pair.
We are tied going into the 7th inning.
We are.
I'm assuming you got 10 questions here, Aaron.
I do. 10 each.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Next up, Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen. Okay. So now it's
Sorry.
Total Recall, The Dark Knight, and Ghostbusters.
Oh, good. All three are good movies.
I know. I was feeling so good because I feel like me and Seth are on the same wavelength here.
Those are really good ones.
Ghostbusters. What was
Total Recall.
And The Dark Knight.
And The Dark Knight. Whew.
Oh man, I want to say The Dark Knight because Total Recall is
I'm
definitely.
assuming it's the original Total Recall, right? Not the dumb remake.
It's the original Total Recall. It's the original Ghostbusters. It's the original Dark Knight.
All right.
Dark Knight's brilliant.
Dark Knight should have at least been nominated for Best Picture, and it's a crime that it wasn't.
Mm-hmm. I have to say Dark Knight. I just think he would have. Wait, does he love Ghostbusters? How could you not?
It was a Ghostbusters, Dark Knight, and what was the third one?
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
I
So you
feel
got to
like-
figure which one did he get high to?
I was just thinking that Total Recall has the girl with the 3 titties. He's high. There's no way that's not his favorite movie. It's definitely his favorite movie.
Mm.
3 titty girl is gonna put that over the top with any pothead. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 2.
I'm gonna say The Dark Knight. I hate it. I'm gonna say
Final
Dark
answer?
Knight. Final answer.
You're right. He likes
Wow.
Total Recall and Ghostbusters. If you guys like Total Recall and Ghostbusters, you know what to do. And if you don't, you also know what to do.
That's
Pressure's
another
on,
great
Frank.
pair of movies.
Pressure's on. I just took a 1-point lead going
You
into the
did.
bottom of the 7th.
This is rough. 4-3.
Okay, Frank, you ready for James McAvoy?
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, but Paul, I didn't like Ghostbusters. The plot was so bad.
What? That was
What?
great.
Paul's been putting controversial stuff in the chat all
Because
night.
he's episode MVP. He could do whatever he wants. He's
Yeah, I
Well,
guess so.
stretching it out. I can't remember Total Recall. You mean you can't recall it?
Very
Thank you,
good.
Paul. I
It's
took you out.
Arnold. I had to go to Mars. That was a good movie. Really
Yeah.
good. All right,
I think
ready when
it
you
was part of the reason why I have a 3-breasted fetish for women nowadays.
are. I mean, I'm sure that contributed.
Mm.
I don't know what else.
Okay, so I don't know if you want to put James McAvoy on the screen. I don't know if people know who he is. For some reason,
I know McAvoy. Yeah,
Right.
McAvoy is young Professor X in the X-Men movies. He's the guy from Split.
Oh yeah,
Split. Wasn't he the one
Yeah.
who was in the movie where they curved the bullet?
yes,
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 So fucking
Wanted. I
stupid.
think that was called.
that's correct.
Very good.
That's all I remember him from. But go ahead.
And he
Go
was
ahead.
an
Yeah,
Aaron.
atonement for people who
made a
like
whole-
romantic movies.
They made a whole movie around that curving the bullet thing.
Yeah.
They said, "What if you can curve a bullet?" Okay, now what if we made that into an hour and a half? It worked. It wasn't a bad movie.
Well, here are 3 good movies. His 3 are Back to the Future, Spaceballs, and The Goonies.
Oh my god!
This is hard.
Well, the '80s, baby.
Yeah, this is hard.
Back to the Future, Spaceballs, and The Goonies. Oh my goodness,
She's not taking it easy on you.
that is rough.
This is going to crush my claim that she gives you the easy ones to help you win.
Yeah, this is a tough one because they're all on the epic movie level. They're all equally epic. Spaceballs, Back to the Future, and The Goonies. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say Spaceballs. I don't know. I'm not sure why, but I feel like Back to the Future and The Goonies. I mean, Spaceballs is a spoof on Star Wars, so maybe he's not into the spoof thing. It's the only difference that's making it stand out for me. So I'm going to say Spaceballs.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You're right. It's not
Yeah.
Spaceballs. James McAvoy has Back to the Future and The Goonies.
That was a great
If you
movie.
like them, high. If you don't like them, low.
Love it.
Clutch.
Yeah, tied 4-4.
Left. And 5 spaces left on people's papers. Okay, and
My
you got
goodness.
Frank's girl, the one that's not me, is Scarlett Johansson.
Thank God. I thought you were going to say Sydney Sweeney. Okay, I can handle Scarlett.
All right, Scarlett's. Her 3 are Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Groundhog Day, or Dances with Wolves Day. Sorry, just Dances with Wolves.
Terminator 2, Groundhog's Day, or Dances with Wolves.
All good movies.
All great movies. I feel like how could she not love Groundhog's Day?
First of all, it's Groundhog Day.
Good point.
Bird said she lost track and everything is 4 now. That's kind of funny. You can do it, Bird. You can do whatever you want. You're Bird.
That's a good point. Terminator 2 doesn't fit into those.
What? A lot of Schwarzenegger movies in these.
Yeah. Groundhog Day, Terminator 2. What was the third one? I forgot it already.
Dances with Wolves.
Groundhog.
Dances
Oh,
with
Dances with Wolves. Sorry.
You got the wolves and you got to dance with them. Come on, do it. Dance with the wolves. Sorry.
Could be Dances with Wolves. Pretty long and boring, that movie. A little bit long.
Yeah, but is she one of those that would be like, oh, it's such a cinematic masterpiece?
Mm,
You tell me.
I
You
don't
like her so much. Actually, I
I
want
don't
to
know.
find out your answer after Ants.
yeah. Yeah, what do you think it is, right?
I honestly don't know. It would be a total guess.
I'm gonna say Terminator 2. I feel like it's just I don't know, but she's such a cool like if a girl said, "Oh, Terminator 2 is my favorite movie," you'd be like, "Oh, this is a cool chick," and she's definitely cool. I could
But
see
it
her.
was Dance with the Wolves and what like I don't know why we
Groundhog
Why
Day.
can't we
I gra-
remember the third? Yeah, we
we
can't.
can't remember 3 simple movies. We can't remember the name.
Two of them have day in the title.
Terminator, Groundhog Day, and
The
Dances
Groundhog
with
Day,
Wolves.
the same day again and again. Sorry, you're gonna get a lot of this. Once we're off camera, it's gonna be
I know.
Schwarzenegger for the rest of the night.
Nice.
I know.
Take that into the bedroom. Maybe she'll like it for once. That'd be nice. Give her a treat.
Come on, do it now.
I'm gonna say
Kiss
Terminator
me.
2. I'm gonna say Terminator 2. I can't believe I'm saying this. Oh, fuck no, but Linda Hamilton is so badass. I could see her like loving the Linda Hamilton character.
She is great. You know, it's weird. She didn't really do anything after Terminator 2.
I know.
What the hell was that?
She
She
didn't
just
need to.
dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah, she left it all on the screen there.
Yeah. She should have been in way more.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna say Dances with Wolves.
Final answer? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
That is your final answer? Yes.
Yes.
And Frank, you weighing in?
I would have said Dance with the Wolves too, probably.
Wow.
Okay, you're both right. She likes Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and Groundhog Day. She likes day movies. Who out there likes day movies? Put them high.
I can't
Very
believe
good.
I got it right. That's amazing. Wow.
Good.
Okay.
5-4. I gotta tie it here. I gotta bring it back.
Okay, Frank, you have Cameron Diaz.
Cameron
And
Diaz.
Cameron D said Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Gremlins, and Animal House.
Oh boy. Fast
No,
Times and Animal House are sort of similar. They got that school rebel kind of a thing going. Gremlins is out of left field. You know, Gremlins is so much darker than we remember.
Mm.
It's such a weird. You know, Gremlins 2 is way lighter if you look back on them. Gremlins, Fast Times, and Animal House. What? You gonna say something?
I will after you tell me your answer.
Okay. I will go with she does not like Animal House.
Okay. Would you bet your Guy Smiley action figure behind you?
I would not.
Show the people what you got.
I am not confident in this guess.
Neither am I.
How cute he is. Anybody remember Guy Smiley from Sesame Street? He was the game show host.
Yeah, we got
And
this.
since that's me, I might as well get back on with the game. So, okay, so you said Animal House, final answer?
I'm going to say Animal House, yes.
No, you were right with your initial thing of Gremlins. It's not
Oh,
Gremlins.
I should have went with I don't know what.
Wow.
Like I talked myself into saying
Yeah.
Gremlins, and I went, nope, I'm going to go with something else. What a jerk.
So if you like funny school movies, as Frank pointed out, school-based comedies, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Animal House, put it high, put it low, put it in the middle. You're too slow. Okay, so back to what's the score now? You're ahead, Ant?
5-4, Anthony.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is Halle Berry.
Halle
Halle
Berry.
Berry has 3 movies, and they are Cocoon, Get Out, and The Graduate.
Wow, 3 good movies.
What's Get Out? Is that the new one?
Yeah,
it's the
Jordan
one-
Jordan
Peele?
Peele?
directed. Yeah.
Okay. Get Out.
Thank you, Matt.
What
And thank
was,
you, Fly and Y.
what was the other one?
Cocoon and The Graduate.
Cocoon and the Graduate.
Great movies.
Get Out
Cocoon.
is so new. It's so new. Because the reason why I focus on that now is because Get Out is what, only 4 years old? 5 maybe?
Yeah, but I feel like before
It was
COVID,
pre-pandemic, so 6 or 7. So that means that this question to her had to be posed in the last 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was October 16th of 2024.
There you go.
When she was asked?
Yes.
Oh wow, you know that. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Cocoon.
That's a good movie.
I
Get
bet
out.
Janine likes it.
You know what was weird? What's his name? The guy, the old man in that.
Wilford Brimley.
Wilford Brimley was only like 50 something in that movie.
I know. It's like my age. It's crazy.
Mm.
But he looked like he was in his 80s, but he was like 55 or something.
So crazy.
The Graduate is such a. I don't even know. I don't think I've ever seen Cocoon.
You never saw Cocoon? Oh, that's a good one. Steve
Is it-
Gutenberg.
The sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An old age home. They discover these rocks in the are in the pool. These huge rocks, and when they go swimming in the pool, it like makes them feel young. They're like alien cocoons. And when they go swimming in the pool with these rocks, they feel younger and they start acting younger, and they get all this energy and stuff, and it goes from there.
Sounds so stupid. Sounds like the
Yeah.
dumbest thing ever. I want to lean towards Cocoon because I feel like The Graduate, Mike Nichols, it's classic, and Get Out seems like it's. I'm going to say a Cocoon.
Final answer?
Yes.
You're correct. It is
Nice.
not Cocoon.
I'm running away with it.
Nice.
Get Out and The Graduate. If you like those two movies, you only have a few spots left, so figure out where you want to put them.
Man,
All right, this is bottom of the ninth, and I am up by 2. So you have to run the table to tie.
I have to run the table to tie, and you have to lose. Well, the next one to tie.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, I got to get these two.
This one has a slight asterisk, but I don't think it changes things. This is Chris Rock's. He was asked his 5 favorite comedies. I don't know if that matters, but I just feel like making the playing level even.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Playing field level. So he was asked his top 5 favorite comedies, and he said 2 of these: South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut; Superbad; Blazing Saddles.
Oh boy, that is tough because they're all irreverent, crazy comedies. Huh. Mel Brooks, super bad. I'm gonna say. Let's see. Well, it was Blazing Saddles, Super Bad, and
South Park, Bigger,
South
Longer,
Park.
and Uncut.
I'm gonna go with Super Bad.
Final answer?
Final answer.
No, I'm sorry,
Oh.
you're wrong. It's
Damn
Blazing
it.
Saddles.
Oh my God, I was going to say South Park.
That's
Wow.
so funny.
Wow.
Oh, you like South Park and Super Bad?
How could
Okay.
he not love Blazing Saddles? Wow.
It's not that he doesn't. It's just the one I made up.
You didn't name it. Right. Good point.
Man, that was tough. All right, so I lost this game, but we're gonna keep going.
All right,
See
I'll
if
tell
this
you
is
what.
the final
I'll give you
score.
a 2. I'll give you a 2-pointer, round 10.
No, I don't need your pity.
I'll give you a 2-pointer.
No,
You guys
sir.
just like tying. Say it.
No,
That's
I like
you
to
like to
win.
tie.
No, that's false. I like to beat him.
All right. Next up, back to you. It's Gary Oldman, or as Janine likes to call him, Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was
Okay.
Sinise, but go ahead.
This is The Godfather Part 2, JFK, Apocalypse Now.
JFK.
Whoa.
Final
So quick.
answer?
Final answer.
Yeah, you're right.
What the hell is that?
Do you follow Gary Oldman?
No, he feels like an old soul.
Yeah.
And those other 2, Godfather 2, and what was the other one? I forgot it already.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Now?
Apocalypse Now. That for his age, those 2, there was no way. JFK was too contemporary, too wild and out there. And let's be honest, JFK, the subject matter is interesting. The filmmaking aspect of it is not. Like, there's just bad wigs and
Back and to the left.
And, yeah,
Yeah.
just weird light. Like it's not what's his name's best day out. It's all
Alright.
subject matter and conspiracy theory, and really not great filmmaking at all. So that one felt
Man.
easy to me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Jeez.
Okay. And the last one, Frank, is Megan Fox. And
Okay.
Oh, you were gonna say
It's-
Markle. We're gonna have a real problem.
Megan Fox, The Wizard of Oz, Wally, and Kung Fu Panda 2.
Oh my God. The Wizard of Oz, Wally, and Kung Fu Panda. Not the first one,
No.
but the second Kung Fu Panda.
That was fucking great. I don't know why I enjoyed that so much. It's so
Was
great.
she in that movie? Kung
you
Fu Panda 2.
intentionally save this for the last spot? You had to. Oh, was that funny?
Wally, Kung Fu Panda 2, and Wizard of Oz. Holy crap. I have to say she's gonna like Wally, because Wally's great. Wizard of Oz is also great. Kung Fu Panda 2 I never saw. I never saw Kung Fu Panda 1.
It's better than it's the Godfather 2 of the Kung Fu Panda series, in case you
Gotcha.
were wondering.
All right. This is one of those instances where the sequel's better than the original.
Oh yeah, for
All
sure.
right.
Because in Kung Fu Panda 2, it flashes back and forth to
Ah, I see.
Italy.
And then he
Never
keels
go
over and
against the
dies.
pandas. Right.
And then the panda keels over in the garden and dies.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
see that
boy.
coming, but it was
Cool.
amazing.
That's an amazing scene.
It was amazing. Kung Fu Panda's son goes, my son's 2 years old and he already reads the funny papers. It's really gets you in all the spots.
You broke my heart, panda.
Oh my gosh. Last one.
It just seems too crazy to make up Kung Fu Panda out of nowhere. So I feel like that's real. But I can't say that that's real. Come on. Ah! Oh, boy. I got to say Kung Fu Panda. She didn't say Kung Fu Panda. There's no way.
Is that your final answer?
Oh, God. No, yeah, that's my final answer.
No, Wally was not one of her favorite movies. She likes
Oh.
Kung Fu Panda 2, and she likes The Wizard of Oz.
Kung Fu Panda 2 better than Kung Fu Panda 1.
I don't know. She's a weird chick.
I would have said what you said. I would have had the same answer.
Man.
Okay, two
Wally's
notes
great.
before I go. One is one that showed up on a lot of these lists, but I didn't know it, so I didn't say it because I didn't know what it was about. Is The King of Comedy?
Oh yeah,
That showed up on a lot of people's.
yeah.
Wow.
Was that Scorsese and De Niro? I think
I don't
that's
know anything
Scorsese.
about it.
I don't
Oh,
know
so
about it.
good. Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, we should watch it. And then okay, all right. So here are the 5 movies of this person.
Okay,
And you
I'm gonna write down the person. I have
All right.
Wait, what is
Before
it?
you
What
hear
is
the
it?
movie?
No, what?
Before you hear the movies, you're going to write
So-
down the person.
I'm guessing before the movies, and then I'll launch a guess after the movies if I'm wrong.
What is this? I'm sorry. What are we doing?
This is the person who is the most pretentious.
Oh, just this is a new person. That.
Yeah,
I
I couldn't put this person.
Okay.
So you're
All
gonna
right.
see 2 names. So do you have a guess right now? You should guess right now, and then after we hear the 5 movies, we'll guess again.
So we'll guess the person.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, we're gonna guess the person. Okay. I'm gonna say. Don't know why, but I'm saying this one.
Don't put Sydney Sweeney.
All right, I got one.
Okay, go ahead, Aaron. Give us the 5 movies, and then you got to write a
Okay.
second name if you feel like it's not the person.
Here we go. Life Lessons, The Celebration, The Conversation, The Diving Bell and the Butterfly, and The Shop Around the Corner. I mean,
What a
shut the
dick.
fuck up.
What a jerk. Who is this asshole?
That was really funny. Shut the fuck
The only person, I've been working on this game all day, only person I didn't know any of them. except maybe the conversation. I think I've heard of that. And I've heard of the diving bell and the butterfly, but come on. It's
Give
a
me a
long way to say
break.
pretentious.
I've
Yeah.
heard of the
Sorry.
shop around the
So
corner
angry.
because
What's it
it's
about?
the original You've Got Mail.
Oh, that's
You've
right.
Got Mail is based on the shop around the corner, and they actually reference shop around the corner. That's the only reason why I know. I've never seen shop around the corner.
No one
Oh.
has.
All
Yeah.
right,
All right.
I have a guess, and it's based on
Mhm.
I don't know. Just he seems like an okay dude, but I feel like he would say this just because he's so into the craft and et cetera, et cetera. But should we say the guess now?
Yeah.
Someone
Well, the
said
first,
Meghan
well,
Markle.
it's not fucking
It's not
fake.
Meghan Markle.
It's
Christella.
not making
It's not my first guess. So I know the second. Okay. Shit. This is a bad guess. I don't.
male or female.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Male.
male.
No, tell a male. Okay. Yeah. I have two names. You want to see mine? I'm definitely not right about both of them.
Okay, I have
Definitely
one
right,
name.
you're
Let me see. I'm gonna put down a second name. Let me get a
Okay.
second. I will
Are you
say
insulting my mom? Bird's insulting my mom.
okay. I have two names. Okay, so who should say first?
I'll go first because mine's definitely not it. I put my first guess before we knew was Quentin Tarantino. And
Okay.
then I just guessed Adam Driver. I don't know why.
Okay, I can see that. My guesses are first before I knew the movies was Christian Bale,
That's
and
good.
my other guess was Colin Firth.
That's good. I think Sean Penn from Mercury is a good guess.
That's a good guess.
That sounds like somebody. Edward Norton.
It's another
Dylan
good guess.
Mulvaney. Yeah. Okay. All right, Aaron. Who was that?
Bradley Charles Cooper.
Oh, shut up, Bradley
Wow.
Cooper.
Yeah, he's a dick when it comes to
You mean
movies.
Rocket Raccoon from the fucking Marvel movies? Give me a break.
Yeah, he prefers
Oh.
the movie The Raccoon Around the Corner because he's an
Yeah, give me
asshole.
a fucking break.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I don't usually get this angry. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, the
But
guy's
I
a
wish
good
you all a
actor.
great,
He
great
really,
week.
the guy's
Thanks
a
for
real
playing,
good actor.
everybody.
He's a
Great job, Aaron.
good job, Aaron. He's a great actor. He was, you know what I watched just last night? Swear to God, Limitless.
Limitless.
Love Limitless.
Is it like he taking a pill and he gets all these weird powers and stuff?
He could use his full brain. It unleashes the full capacity of your brain.
See, there was a movie like that. I forget the guy's name that was in it. He was. Oh, I could name a few things he's in, but I would never get his name. It was a movie like that. Where he takes a pill, and it unlocks something, and now he's able to like fight better. And it was a movie kind of like along those lines, but it was good. How was Limitless?
Love it.
Really?
Love it. So good.
All right. Yeah. Christian Bale's a great. Not Christian Bale. I don't know why I said great. What's his name? Bradley Cooper. Great actor, but he's come on.
Bradley Cooper is one of those guys that snuck up on me on how much I am actually a huge fan of his. Because all, like you just said, so limit. All right, we have to go, but quickly here, just quickly.
Yeah, the first movie was Wedding Crashers.
Huge.
I didn't see Silver Linings Playbook.
Great.
He was in Shallow or The Shallows or The Shallow or something.
Stars
Lady
Born.
Gaga.
Stars Born.
Stars Born. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the Hangover movies.
The Hangover movies. Killer.
Was he a sniper in was it The Sniper?
American Sniper.
American Sniper.
All right, let's go. Let's go in order. We'll work backwards. If I don't think he's got a big part in that. Maestro. He was fucking great in Maestro. And he directed that one. Dungeons and Dragons, whatever. I don't remember him being in Thor: Love and Thunder. I don't know what Nightmare Alley is.
Thor: Love and Thunder. He was probably Rocket.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. The Mule. Is he in that?
I never saw The Mule. I don't think I saw The Mule.
Okay, Stars Born. He wrote. He directed that. He was a remake, so I guess he.
La 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 lo.
So good. I was just gonna say this is one. Burnt. You ever see Burnt?
Yeah, Burnt. No.
He plays a chef. He is phenomenal in Burnt.
All right.
So good. Never saw
American
Aloha.
Hustle sucked.
Um,
Hated that movie, American Hustle.
I don't remember that movie. Oh, I do remember that movie. It was okay.
That was terrible.
It's the Christian Bale. Christian Bale's in that too.
Is he?
Yeah. Watch Limitless. Limitless is killer. The A-Team, that's a pass. I don't know about the A-Team. Hangover. New
Yeah, he's
York-
got a bunch of good ones.
He's got some good movies. Wedding Crashers. Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of good ones. A few, whatevers, but a bunch of good ones.
Yeah, I mean, and then the fact that he's writing and directing now and shit, like I feel like he's the next guy.
Oh man, he's in 3 that I could see. Jennifer, what's her name movies?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence movies. Joy, Silver Linings Playbook, and American Hustle, or whatever Hustle.
She was in that
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
She won the Academy Award for it.
American Hustle?
Pretty sure.
Interesting.
At least nominated. I
Oh,
thought she
look at
won
this.
for it.
Serena. Isn't that her too?
Is that really her too?
I think it's Jennifer Lawrence. It looks like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jennifer
it-
Lawrence.
That's 4 movies they're in together.
Wow.
Weird.
And now the
That is
guy is
weird.
just slinging cheesesteaks in New York City for some odd reason.
That is weird, wild stuff.
Yeah.
Wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, great job, great game, Erin. Make sure you pick up Erin's book, Oval. It's available in Amazon right now. You can download a copy or get your hands on a physical copy, and one that Anthony's holding right there. That's what you'll get. Maybe not that one, but one like it. And pick it up today. It's available. We really appreciate it. It's a great book written by Erin herself. Highly recommend it.
I don't know if you know this, but Bradley Cooper in talks right now for the rights.
Well,
Talking about it.
could be.
I don't know if it goes anywhere, but I'm saying there's some conversations in between cheesesteaks. He's thumbing through it.
That's
taking a
fine.
read. Doing an
That's okay.
official read, as they call it.
It's going to be one of Schwarzenegger's favorite movies.
No, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I got to see Oval. All right, I'm out.
It's not the circle.
Did Oval.
All right, we'll see you, everybody.
Meat, potato salad.
I'll see you Friday.
Maybe we should go now. Go ahead.